Hello and welcome back to Legends of the Tabletop. We're here with the continuation of our Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition campaign. We are now on to session 10, getting kind of deep into the campaign now. So if you don't want any spoilers, make sure you go back and watch the previous episodes before joining us with this one. I'm Alex, I'm your Dungeon Master. I'm going to give an introduction to the session based on what happened in the previous one, and then we're going to jump right into the action. During our last adventure, our heroes journeyed deeper into an alternate realm known as the Vale. After being separated from their ally Graddock, they were forced to press on, finding themselves trapped within a mysterious astral maze. At the end of the maze, each of the adventurers were posed with a cryptic question about the fate of their company. Carefully answering, they came face to face with the evil warrior Zazrar. In an apparent ritual, Zazrar and his minions of the Deathbriar cult appeared to be using dark magic on the captured divine child. A heated battle ensued, and in a chilling twist, the final blow was dealt by the once friend Livria. Having puppeteered the events, she tricked both Zazrar and the heroes in her hunger for divine ascension. The godchild Nahet, whose spirit was merged with the mortal Ethan, gave up his power for the safety of Ethan's life, allowing Livria to achieve her dark desire for godhood. So, we find ourselves, you have just exited the Vale, Ren having made a grim sacrifice of her hand to activate the anchor rings one last time before you all made your exit. You find yourselves now standing in a familiar place, or seemingly familiar place. You find yourself standing in the courtyard of Storm Arrow Keep. However, the keep is different than how you remembered it. You merge into what seems a dark and twisted place version of how your memory held Storm Arrow Keep. The sky is heavy with storm clouds and streaked with faint light of celestial origin, or seemingly celestial origin. The once proud stronghold now stands as a shadow of its former self. Once bustling with the courtyard is now eerily silent. The cobblestones are cracked and scorched, overgrown with thorny vines that twist unnaturally, as if they're feeding on the remnants of the destruction. Rusted weapons and broken armor litter the ground, remnants of a battle fought here and potentially lost. Pools of rainwater, darkened with a soot, reflect a gray, lifeless sky. Many of the once imposing walls of Storm Arrow Keep have crumbled. The gaping holes reveal the vast wilderness of Ridgewater Pass beyond. The Great Gate, which was once a symbol of protection, now lies shattered inward, its wood splintered, and the Keep's library tower has all but collapsed. As you take in the scene, you are initially obviously caught off guard by just the grim sight of what Storm Arrow Keep has become. I would like everyone, with the exception of Alex, to give me a perception check.
Very perceptive you are.
Mm-hmm.
So am I.
My brain isn't working.
23.
7.
Where the hell is my plus? Perception.
Just need to know who gets the highest, basically.
22.
So it's probably Ren. What'd you get, Ash?
What'd you?
7.
Okay. So Ren, you are the first to notice that there is a lone hooded figure standing among the ruins, silhouetted by the embers of a small fire.
Ethan's Neris still here.
I'm holding him.
All right.
There's literally not even 30 seconds have passed before all of this has happened. It's so quick. You kind of take in the sight. You're all like, what the hell? And then you are the first to notice this figure off to the side.
So at first, go to say something. I check Ethan's there. I'm like, so hello, guys. There's someone over there. Over hooded.
Could be about
kind of intimidating.
maybe about 30 feet. And as you take notice to the figure steps forward. Graddock.
So I move towards out of the embers of the flames at night, pull my cloak back.
And he reveals his familiar face. It's still recognizable. However, you immediately notice his face bears a weight of grief and weariness. He looks mostly the same, but there's something quite different about him. You can't quite pin it.
Oh my God.
Gratitude.
Where have you been?
What happened here?
There's a lot you missed in your absence.
How long have you been here?
I
How
mean, things
long
are
were we
things are
gone?
rusted. Like, how long are we gone? There's vines growing. It, it's
Let him speak.
How long do you think you've been gone?
A day?
A day.
it doesn't
Yeah.
seem that long.
And Ben, in a worrying moment, you remember now that the first time you entered the Vale by yourself, what seemingly was a few hours to you ended up being nearly a week, unconscious in the absence of others.
Time's not the same there. How long have we been gone?
It's been about 6 years since you've passed.
What?
What?
There's a lot I have to catch you up on.
He looks
Just confused.
stronger, maybe? More
Where's Six Fat?
seasoned?
Yes, pig fat.
Where did he make it?
I mean, not to be rude, but who cares about pig fat? I've been gone away from my family.
Ow!
That's also true.
my family hasn't seen me in 6 years, y'all. I mean, are we the same age? I haven't had any contact with them. Are you seriously 6 years? Like, that's not funny. I mean, tell me 6 days.
I wish it was the truth, but
So I'll let you determine, Alex. I mean, has Graddock visually aged much? So, depending on the person, sometimes people show 6 years, sometimes they don't. How do you feel? Has Graddock?
he hasn't shown age-wise much, but his fair skin, he was Craddock gets up in the morning and gets himself ready to go.
He has a routine.
Yes,
Skincare.
face
His
wash. and all.
skincare, moisturizer, he's all about it.
Serums.
But now you can tell that his hair's a bit disheveled. He's got a few scars on his face here and there. So his demeanor has changed significantly since you saw him last.
Wait, how did you get out before us? You have hands. You're not missing any.
Does he have hands?
show
He does, he does have hands.
Okay.
He has both his hands.
Very
I can still do
confused.
jazz fingers.
And they're like, oh, same Graddock. Nothing's changed.
How?
I can't explain it. I was expelled from the realm when we were separated after the battle. And I came back here and everything was different. Time didn't pass much, but a battle was breaking out. Everything was in chaos, and since then it's just been a battle of survival.
You were there with us, and then you came back here. And when you came back here, did it seem like it had only been a little bit of time, a few days, or at that point, did it seem like it had already been a few years?
It only felt maybe a few days' time, and then I've been here ever since.
Was Libria here doing things? Because on our end, she is a
Bad lady. Very bad lady.
Holding on to Ethan's ears.
From what I recall, it was chaos. I didn't see much of what was going on, but joined into the fray and just tried to take charge as best I could and keep everyone safe.
I run up and hug him. I'm so glad you're okay, though. On the other side, many fell. Ornox, your best friend Jorl.
Who?
Wait, he was still with us?
Forgot all in 6 years.
Did anyone else fall? Ornox
What?
and Jorl, right?
What of the Free Wardens?
Maybe we should take a look around.
I don't like the sound of that at all. I got goosebumps, guys. I'm freaking out.
So
Where would you like to lead them? Braddock.
We can head right into like the mess hall that we kind of originally went into and show them how things have changed
No
since then.
towers of cheese and meat in here anymore, guys.
Ash does not get good feeling.
So you make your way to the old mess hall, and it is very disheveled. It's not. The last event to occur in here was definitely not a meal, but a battle. The tables are flipped. All the fine pewter steins and plates and everything are scattered, and it just looks like an absolute wreck. The large antler chandelier has fallen. The casks, the kegs of ale shattered, and it's just you remember it fondly as having that bright hearth and that warm atmosphere, and it's so opposite of that. You can now very distinctly tell that it's been deserted for nearly 6 years.
It's like that scene in Jurassic Park when we see the big banner and it falls. And
You got it.
And there's a T-Rex there. Now you can wild shape it all.
Yeah, now I can wild shape it one. All right.
Did anyone survive outside the view?
So now it dawns on you, Craddock, that you should also probably show them the Hall of Arrows.
So I just silently just motion forward and lead them towards the Hall of Arrows that we had spent time in previously.
So the somber tour guided by Craddock continues. Not many words are exchanged between you, just kind of everyone's taking in the sight of everything that's transpired. And you, upon entering the Hall of Arrows, feel the weight of the tragedy and defiance of what Livria did here. And every single arrow that was once embedded into the wall has been snapped at the shaft, save one arrow.
The one behind the door.
In a strange irony, the single arrow that Ash shot is resting untouched in the low corner near the door, perhaps glossed over, symbolizing to you that you are all that remains of the once proud Free Wardens.
Ash is gonna go pick that up, and he's just
Gonna
gonna
pull that out of the wall.
Huh?
You're gonna go pull that out of the wall.
I thought. Oh, I thought
Yours
so. It's
is
left in the wall.
Yours is the last arrow that is unbroken in the wall.
Ash does not feel that arrow deserved to be here. So I pull it and I just hold it.
Before you do, in the center of the room, there is a small cairn. It is stacked with beautiful white river stones, and there are flowers laid around it.
It was the only way to remember him properly. He fought valiantly to the very end in defiance.
Big vet.
He just motioned forward.
I look to see if I can see figurine.
So you have in your possession, Graddock, what you found on Pigfat, which is the small pouch, and inside of the pouch was
He's holding his owl figurine.
as well as the small pebble given to him by Philomena.
Can I take the pebble?
Mhm.
Does Radek have it?
He has the pouch he found the pouch. It was like a necklace pouch. And when he found Pigfat was clutching at it, dagger in one hand, and then the pouch in his other. And inside the pouch was the owl figurine and the pebble given to him by both of you.
Greta, could you mind if
Of course not.
I can take the pebble?
I just hold him.
I take the owl. I put it with the other one, so they're together.
I'm just gonna look at the pebble and just take a moment and just hold on to it, and then I'm gonna put it in my satchel.
I'm gonna say that Willow is going to step forward and kind of like kneel and just say a prayer over the little shrine set up.
Ash is gonna go curl up in the corner.
I'm gonna take a little my satchel. And I'm just gonna put it rested on top and just put my hand on it for a moment and then step away.
I'm gonna step away and go to the library.
What's left of the
I was
library?
gonna say
The tower.
the tower's not much left up there. Most of it's collapsed.
Okay. Before you step away, Ben, asks Graddock. Graddock, did you see anything else of note when you arrived, or was it just this scene? Did anything change? I can't help but notice that the comet is no longer in the sky.
When the comet was descending, all I saw was the rapid light followed by an ascension that shattered the comet, spreading all these fragments about the land. And since then, those fragments have just driven every place into chaos that they've landed. And that's what eventually I figured out drove this place into madness, in disarray.
Cask lets that settle for a moment and then says, specifically at first to Ash, Ash, I would like to apologize to you. You asked me for guidance within the veil, and in my dismay, I failed you. Not as a spiritual guardian, but I failed you as a friend. I see this now after witnessing Graddock's devotion to friendship here. But I have regained my resolve. Then he kind of addresses all of you. I must leave you all. I will find my way back to Lady Arabelle and find the path forward for us. Lavria has underestimated your determination, and it will be her downfall. I shall make my way to the Star Crown, the highest peak in all of Telesh, far off in the Silver Reaches. And there I will climb the long stairs to the heavens and seek counsel with the Creation Mother. I promise to you that I will return once I have found her guidance. I may return in a different form, but I will return with the same heart, the one you have shown me.
Thank you, Cass. We will do all we can down here to find where Libria is hiding and destroy her and undo what she's done to this world.
Cask now turns to Ethan, specifically, and addresses him. You are stronger than you realize. Cask says softly, that's very calm and measured. Nehet's bond with you, it is not severed. It is faint, yes, but it is still there. I can feel it. It is like the birds singing just before a coming storm. The connection is what protected you in the Veil, and it's why you are still here. It's also why Livria failed to completely break you. She couldn't fully corrupt you. Looking to the rest of you, the shards of the comet, they're pieces of something greater. Fragments of the chaos, but also of creation, divinity intertwined. Their power isn't stable. They will twist mind and warp body. And he pauses, letting the words sink, glancing back to Ethan. His connection to Nehet shields him. Where we would feel the shard's poison seep into our souls, he can hold it, stabilize it. He needs to stay with you for now. John's like, I didn't want that. I wanted to offload the kid brother as soon as possible.
Can we go back and drop them off? Like, this is kind
Your-
of not what I wanted to do today.
Your journey will not be easy. You will need to protect him at all costs, but he is part of this now just as much as the rest of you. Trust in him. I do. And then somberly says to you, "Be well, O bravest of heroes."
Can Philomena go up to Cass and just
Yeah.
pet him on his head and just hold his little face, and I'm gonna say be safe, and I know we'll see each other again.
That we will, Philomena.
Ash is deep in thought. He's
Nobody,
somewhere else.
yeah. So, if, that lingers for just a second. If nobody has anything specifically they want to say, then Cass kind of makes this slow turn, and he just heads off down the corridors of Storm Arrow Keep, and you're.
Hmm.
We will always have him with us. For now, we need to gather ourselves, learn anything we can of what happened here, and prepare for what's next. I'm going to check the library. I doubt library left any clues behind, but
I'll go with you.
anything could help.
Can I ask y'all a question? Like, we're in that other world, and we're all looking in that mirror, and I know, Willow, you and I saw some sights that we did not like. Does anyone notice that we look any different? I mean, it's been 6 years. Do I look like that image that I saw that was like,
I have all my
Over
teeth,
it.
so I don't think I look like mine.
Yeah, for sake of clarity, you all look
Exactly
like when
the
you
same.
entered. Yeah.
Yeah.
So time has definitely been distorted on your end as well.
I just want to check.
Rather, the time definitely has not been distorted on your end. It's been distorted out in the mortal world.
I have so many thoughts. I'm like, do you think mom and dad are worried that all three of us have been gone for 6 years? Maybe not us, but Ethan.
Oh, absolutely, Ethan. We should at some point reach out.
Yeah.
As if they are
I think I
alive.
need to comprehend what's happening, but that's the first thing I'm thinking. And then I was going to ask Graddock if he knows where any of those shard things have fallen, if any are nearby that we could look at eventually. But I think you guys should do your research first. And like, there's so many things.
We need to rest.
No, for sure.
We need to find what pockets of this hall that we can.
Is it safe enough for us to all bunk up here, Graddock?
So Graddock has actively, over the course of 6 years, been acting as a guard and a watchful eye over Storm Arrow Keep. He's kept all the local monsters at bay and has kept although the place is clearly in disarray and damaged and ruined, he's kept the elements of serenity that were once here. Like you still feel a weird sense of peacefulness in this halls due to Graddock's hard work during your absence. There are pockets of stone structures that aren't like fully collapsed that you could definitely imagine rebuilding or seeking shelter in. The hall was a disaster in terms of how it once appeared, but structurally the Great Hall itself is pretty sound. A little tidying up and that sort of thing, and you could maybe, despite the bad memories, you could probably make it fairly homely again.
And there's a tentacle monster dungeon.
Not
That's
no tentacle monsters at the moment.
That's my bedroom.
No.
Graddock's a changed man, you guys.
It came up that life.
So I'm gonna say, while
Yeah.
you guys do that, I'll start, trying to get the room
Find
situated.
any supplies that may still be.
Yeah, I'll start looking around, cleaning.
You would have in your time gathered like basic rations. The nearby farming town, Solvera. Oh, fuck. I'm forgetting it. Yeah, Solvera, I think. The nearby farming, it's the closest farming town to this. You would have been able to trade during that time with them actively, Graddock. So, yes, there are basic supplies here. You're not going to like starve. What is it?
Sovalar.
Fuck. So close. So close. It was like
You pronounced it in the local.
Different dialect.
it's race car backwards. I just jumbled up the letters, right, Ash?
Here we go. Spelling.
Anyways, Graddock would have actively been able to trade with them and would have like basic supplies food. He would have some ale, not necessarily of the quality that was once in those kegs, but he would have access to that stuff and have a little stockpile built up within the Great Hall for you.
You'll learn to love it.
I'm gonna make sure my brother eats because I don't know how long he's been in there,
Okay.
so I'm gonna be taking care of him.
I'm just kind of standing there a little bit in shock that it's been 6 years since I've talked to any of my family because we're real close, and I hadn't anticipated being on this journey for that long with all of these.
I'd like to have a second with Wilhelmina and say, I know it's a bit of a shock what's going on, and I want to give you some time to process. I know you're worried about your family. After we rest, or maybe a little beforehand, we can try to get a message out to them if you figure out what you want to say, and just let them know you're okay.
I have to compose myself and
Yeah, I'm just letting you
calm
know.
down, but
You think about it, and you let me know when you're ready.
I appreciate it, Will. I really do, because I'm at a loss for words, and
I mean, I
you
wanna
know
reach
me,
out
I'm
to
not
mine,
usually
too.
a loss for words, but
You've got a lot of words.
I don't have a lot of words right now.
I'm gonna feed my brother if you want to come.
Yeah,
Just
I'll-
calm down with us because I don't know what to do. I feel like I need to be moving, so I'm just.
I'm gonna head back out
Just
to the
like
campfire
sweeping.
since I'm so used to at this point
Mhm.
always being on guard that even like socializing with everybody just feels like
Weird at this
a
point.
bit odd. So I'm like, someone needs to be outside.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take my
You retake your post by the fire.
Ren and I are gonna go check out the
Yeah.
Okay.
library.
Yeah.
So you make your way over, the area well enough. You're familiar with the layout, though it's been a long time. You spent some time in Storm Keep, and you can see just in the layout that the tower has clearly crumbled where the library was, but you still make your way over to the foundations of that tower, and there are a few books underneath the rubble piles. But it's
Not
in bad
anything.
shape. It's seen the weather and the elements at this point, and you don't know that you're going to find anything of worth. But you can certainly do do an investigation check, and if you perform particularly well.
What's your investigation?
So I'd like to detect magic. I'm going to
Oh.
cast detect magic.
Okay.
And for the duration, I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me.
Mhm.
If I sense magic in this way, I can use an action to see a faint aura around it and any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic.
Cool.
And you learn its school of magic, if any.
So the only magic that you are able to detect is coming from Benrith.
I was gonna say Benred's hand.
Do you believe in?
And what do you want me to look at? Investigation?
Yeah.
I am amazing at investigation.
Can I?
Sherlock Holmes.
Negative
Can
one.
I give him a help action?
No, I'm at -1.
Oh, I'm also -1. Okay,
Yeah,
so
so-
let's just both do it.
your hat.
Do you want? I will give you advantage, right? Because that's
No,
there
we
you
both
go.
have second
Both look.
look.
Okay.
Might as well.
All right, let's go.
You're both blind.
Yeah.
One.
Fall through a hole in the
I
floor.
am so great at this.
Yeah,
You're just like chicken rock.
yeah, I'm just gonna say that you guys are so in shock by the debris and the remnants of what was here that you don't even know where to begin with your search. And you literally do. You like
There's a
take-
poster
you
that
take
says
some
master
stones.
plan on the wall.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
are
right.
like, oh.
you take some stones out of the way. You're like, I don't even know where to begin this search.
I actually angrily Aragorn style kick a helmet
And break your toe.
Yeah.
You broke your toe.
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Because I played it off so cool.
Just walks off. It's good. It's fine.
All right. I guess I'll go and join Graddock by the fire and just kind of ask for a rundown of what has not necessarily what has happened, but like what do you do to scout and protect the land, and
Okay.
what your rounds have been, that sort of thing.
So
You can relay basic survival stuff. If you want to go into detail, go ahead. But
I would just say generally what I've been doing is keeping up trade as best I can with the locals that have found shelter for themselves in exchange for some measure of protection over the invading creatures that keep coming into our area. Most of them are descending from a local orc tribe that's been the most, let's say, concerning for us so far.
Do you believe a shard may be causing this?
Definitely from all the scouting I've done, that's what leads me to believe, but there's nothing I can get closer in that area. At least not alone.
Have there been any free wardens that have returned here over the years?
That would have been nice, but not one has returned.
All right. Seems like our best course of action is to deal with these orcs and figure out as much as we can about these shards.
Did we put the boy to sleep? Or
Yeah, I fed him.
That
I-
sounds-
Definitely
that sounds
exhausted.
great.
Definitely exhausted.
Yeah.
The board. And I'm assuming you rebuilt a small fire within the hearth, which is
Yeah, I was totally getting
structurally
everything
sound
ready for
enough
him.
that you were able to do that after a little tidying up. And yeah, he's just like curled up next to that fire. He's exhausted, both mentally, emotionally.
Willow and Philomena found the kitchen.
Passes
Yeah.
right out after eating some
We
of
found
some of the
Steve.
supplies that Graddock had gathered for
Steve's
you.
got the gingerbread.
So if we are all together, I'm assuming we're all together then, all, and the kids
That's up
passed
to you,
out.
more or less, but that's up to you guys
Okay, well,
exactly how you're all.
If you guys are with Graddock, I'm gonna speak up and say, I know that my brother needs to journey with us from this point forward, and that is fine. But I also think that we should equip ourselves with as much magic as we can find in this world, so that when we find Livria, we can exact our revenge.
You're speaking to all of us.
Yeah.
I fear it will be difficult to find where Library is hiding.
And as we hunt her, we make ourselves the strongest we can possibly be. So no more afraid of what magic can do, because we're going to need it. Because I'm going to drive a stake through her heart.
I've had my reservations about being with y'all and wanting to go back home and been apprehensive about becoming creatures and wild shaping, but at this point I've been gone from my family so long and I just want to get home, so I'm gonna do whatever it takes.
Remember that note that was read to us? I don't feel like there is going home anymore for any of us. This is where we make our stand.
This is where we fight to build a home for those after
For
us.
everyone else.
Ash will kill them all. Not the people. Not the people after us. I go back to
Do you
the
have any
quarter.
levels left?
Yeah, I got one.
Before we go to rest tonight, who should we reach out to? Your family or ours?
Are you ready, or do you think you need more time?
I don't know how many times y'all can
Don't worry about
contact
that.
people.
Just, do you need to reach your family?
I mean, I would love to. I'm afraid of what I might hear back. But I
I think
guess
I'm more afraid of what I might not hear.
I know. I mean, I guess I can try and contact.
I mean, it's been 6 years. What's another day for,
Yeah.
We can do one tonight and we'll do one in the morning.
Yeah.
All right.
All right?
Do you want us to go or do you want to go?
I guess I can go.
All right.
Do you want me to try to reach out to Pa again?
Yeah, if you can.
Okay.
I mean, it's really odd for me not to have so many words to say to someone and just ramble on, but I guess you could say I was gonna say it's been a while. It's been a while.
Please do.
10,000 I'm sorry.
I'm sorry it's been so long. Time has passed quickly. These friends have become my family. Please give my love to everyone. I'm okay. I'm still looking for the gold bracelet, but that's not what's important. If you can give me a sign and tell me that you're all right, I'd appreciate it.
How many words you got?
87. I took your spell too.
Are there any, just while this is happening, are there any like walls that are built up enough that we can climb them and like get a better look by the way?
Yeah, I would say that the around the gatehouse itself, I mean, it's definitely damaged, but you can still get up on the crenellations enough that parts of it are still enough intact that it holds the same vantage it once did.
Okay. Yeah, if we could just kind of
Okay, get up there and
get up
just look
there
around.
and
Yep.
kind of eye the land.
Yep. So I mean, it looks fairly similar to how it did the pine trees and the mountain pass, at least from where you are, looking over the chasm that the drawbridge once extended over. The gate itself was smashed. The drawbridge looks to still be intact. You would just assume that Graddock had retracted it. But other than that, everything's mostly the same. It's a different time of year than when it's like early winter now. Not that the season means much in the context of 6 years, but you notice that when you were previously here, I think it was like kind of late summer or something like that. Now there's a dusting of snow on the ground and it's colder.
There doesn't appear to be any signs of like a battle that took place, like
just within the immediate, the battle clearly took place within Storm Arrow Keep, again alluding to the betrayal of someone from the inside, which you know to be Livria. Whatever else that meant, you're not quite sure or able to discern from the chaos and the damage, but there was clearly a great struggle here. However, the landscape itself in the immediate valley of where Storm Arrow Keep is looks much the same.
Right.
not darker.
Well, the sky looks gray and kind of dreary, and as I said, there's like a weird celestial glow streaking throughout the sky. Now you figure that's probably remnants, like a strange ethereal dusting from the comet falling and being destroyed in the sky, as Graddock alluded to. However, I wouldn't say that it's like so jarring. In some ways, it looks less ethereal than the glowing red comet did.
Yeah.
It's got just this kind of faint glow to it now, and it looks like a storm just perpetually overhead.
Right. So I'm going to prepare a message to Pop. I was going to say,
This is to your grandfather?
Yep.
Okay.
From Bunny. I'm sorry it's been so long. Time passed quickly. Friends now family. Please give love to everyone. Let us know if you're okay.
So you receive a word back from Pa, and he says, Bunny, at first I was sad, but then I remembered that you were always a big halfling in a small world. I'm glad to hear that you're okay. We miss you and love you. Pa.
He's okay.
He's around. What did he say?
He said-
Are they harvested yet? Like, how's it feel? And the animals and my cousins and like, I'm sorry, I'm just so excited. Like, I didn't know what I'd hear back, and honestly, I was kind of nervous, and I didn't know if I wanted to hear anything from him. But is he all right? Like, how's the barn and like the market and like
The animals are probably dead.
Are you gonna make up answers for all of it? The barn was great. The market has been slow.
Your favorite horse was eaten today, and
oh my god, it's real dark. We don't eat our
not
animals
eaten
like that.
today.
Oh.
Eating
Oh.
has eaten today. Has eaten today.
They're using them for burger meat? What?
Things got real
What, the
dark.
Burger King? What?
Your sister turned her first butter, I think.
I don't know.
I took up fishing.
I was the only child, so it's real weird.
You got a sister now.
Whoops. I think it'd be great if he's like, I almost finished whittling that spoon. He's been working on the same spoon for 6 years.
Okay, so it's been a really long time since I've seen any of them. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's been a long time, but according to Braddock, y'all been gone for like 6 years, and
According to.
Them's facts. Them's facts, bro. I ain't making nothing up. That happened.
Allegedly.
Supposedly, you're sick.
It's just I have so many questions, and I just wish I could go back there and okay, what did you hear?
He said he was worried at first, but that you're always been a big halfling in a little world. I think that's what he said. And they're okay and they love and miss you.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not a lot of words that I can say.
Did his voice? Did he? How does his voice sound? Like,
It sounds like an old man to me. I so Willow.
okay.
Actually, it sounded like Alex pretending to be your grandfather.
It sounded like some guy
It's weird.
faking an old man.
Yes, it just sounded like an elder halfling. It just, yeah.
Okay. Well, that
But it's only the second time I talked to him. Last time he sounded like Filipino, so.
Yeah.
well, that certainly takes a huge weight off of my shoulders.
At least you'll be able to sleep good tonight. Knowing
Well,
that.
I don't know if I'll sleep
Well-
well, but at least I know that
Just sleep in general.
my family's safe, and thank you so much.
Yeah,
I
not a problem.
I owe you one again, Willow. I appreciate it. I hope you and Rand can communicate maybe with your family, and I hope for the same good fortune that my family's had over the last few years.
I'm sure we'll hear from Mom tomorrow.
I hope so.
Is there anything else anyone wants to do? Do you want to just tuck in for the evening and have a long rest?
Yeah.
You're definitely,
go ahead,
you're definitely
first.
feeling tired.
I was gonna just say I split watch with Graddock.
I mean, Braddock is fully rested. He's
Yeah, I
been
was
doing
gonna
this for 6
I was
years.
gonna say, man, you
He's a
go to sleep,
pro.
I'm good.
He's a pro at this
He
now.
just sleeps with one eye open.
Yeah, like
I haven't slept in
he's
20
become
years.
very, very good at this sort of thing. You know, I'm not saying you don't have to do it, but also he's not coming fresh out of the veil. He was here waiting for you, so it probably would, you know.
We can split watch.
Yeah,
going
if you want
forward.
to split,
We
go
can-
for it. You probably don't have to. Graddock's ready
I figured
to
I'd offer.
watch the night.
First nap in 6 years.
I'll take the first shift if you happen to wake up.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Sure.
Ash is just kind of walking around. He's just thumbing the arrow that he took out of the wall. And he goes over and approaches what's your name?
Willow.
Willow.
That's from
It's been a long day.
It's been 6 hours.
What's your name?
Willow. You know Ash does not like magic, yes.
Like 35 hours into the campaign, can't remember her name.
I'm just like Crescent Quill.
Yes.
You know what? Actually, that's pretty Ash of him.
Yeah.
You're like, what's his your name?
You've made that apparent, yes.
Yes. But Ash was thinking. I know you have to reach your family. Not today. Does not have to be anytime soon. But Ash is worried about clan. Has not seen for many years. Now even more years. And I'm worried that bad things have happened. Maybe sometime you could try reaching my clan.
Yeah, We can
That does not have to be, you know, the other things, but Ash was thinking, need to.
think about who it is you want me to contact, and if you can give me a good enough description of them that I can paint an image of them in my mind,
Yes,
then
yes.
I'll be able to make a connection.
Ash can do. Ash
Okay,
can
so think about that, and we can do it at another time when we have a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, So Ash you- just you think they look like me, but different.
Yeah. Yes.
No connection.
Like,
More,
Ash
chip,
is-
more chips in the
Yes.
tier from Catfights.
yeah. Well, I just
I just imagine I didn't start talking into Ash's head.
yeah.
I was like, what?
I only know one cat.
Yeah. And I kind of just wander off into the dark, and I'm just, fiddling with that arrow, just deep in thought, and I'm just distressed. So just wander off out away from everyone.
And there goes Ash.
And the big baddie comes and kills him.
Everyone else. Good.
I think I'm gonna go lay down, guys.
Okay. So you're able to get a full night's rest to the best of your ability. Depending on the various emotions that you're all feeling at this moment. And you were going to take watch first, and then Benrith was going to take over. Or how did you
I'm
want it?
staying up all night either way. If he gets up,
Okay, so maybe at some point in the very, very early morning before the sun's even come up, Ben comes out and actually just joins you for a little bit at the fire. And when daybreak finally hits and dawn comes, the sun starts rising, you either can wake them or wait as they each individually kind of come to. And it's in quick succession because nobody was going to have a sleep in kind of day.
Yeah.
Except maybe Ethan. I feel
Yeah,
like
so
Ethan
each-
might still eat house
yeah,
now.
he's pretty worn.
We'll let them sleep.
Let them sleep in as much as possible. So we'll say maybe an hour and change after Ben comes out to join you, Graddick, then slowly everyone else starts waking in whatever order you'd want, and it's just as the sun begins cresting.
I'd like to sort of kind of do the same thing I was doing the night before and get any vantage points I can, kind of just doing rounds.
Yep, sure.
And I sort of
You're taken back by how, despite all this destruction around you and the grimness of what has unfolded over the last fortnight, you can't help but feel a sense of beauty and awe as the rising sun bounces off the glazed mountain crest around you and the covered pines with their light snow dusting. It's truly a beautiful sight as you look out over the Ridgewater Pass.
I'd like to try and just reach out to my patron. I've never done this before, but I have felt your presence more in the past days, and I know that I will need you going forward. I know very little about you, but the powers you have granted me have helped this world, and I hope to continue to do so.
Maybe it's the beautiful cascading dawn sunlight bouncing off the snow and reflecting back at you and the sight that you're taking in. But after having that moment with yourself, Ben, you do feel a strange calmness, as if the path forward to you is almost more clear than ever.
It's probably about that time that whoever the first to wake up wakes up, and I'll come back to the fire.
So I'll wake up and I'm just going to prepare my spells for the day, and I will grab the message as well.
Message or send?
What's the actual spell called?
Oh, walkie-talkie.
Yeah, walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie.
It's called Can You Hear Me Now?
I will prepare sending. Excuse me.
Philomena will wake up and she'll walk down and meet everyone else up by the fire. And she has her hood up and she's boiled some hot water and found a cup and made a little bit of the herbs and things that she has in her satchel to try and calm her nerves.
Do you want to say anything, or you just silently kind of join them?
I'm just going to silently go up by the fire and just kind of like nod to all of them, and for the first time, just not really say much and sit down.
Ash and Willow, assume you just kind of get up at your own pace and
Yeah, just kind of still keeping to myself.
Willow.
Yeah, I was preparing a message as well.
Yeah, it's cool. He loves it. Yeah, I was just checking things. Everything is cool.
Yes, I'm up.
Okay.
I've looked over my brother. I imagine he's still.
You can either nudge him awake or leave him, but he's definitely
I imagine we're gonna talk first, so I'll let him
Yeah,
hang
okay.
out while we figure things
let
out.
him have his rest. Yep.
While Ben was making the rounds, I just went into the mess hall and kind of prepared a bit of breakfast for everybody,
Cool.
just as they woke.
Anything specifically?
Yeah, what'd you make?
Just some nice crispy bacon
Nice.
Just bacon.
and potatoes.
I mean, I'm fine with just
Bad.
bacon.
I love
It'd be
bacon.
awesome. It'd be the most gratific thing ever if you came back in and you had made like crepes with like fresh whipped cream. It's like so over the top.
Like
Yeah,
powdered sugar.
so over the top. It's like the best meal.
He's wearing an apron.
Yeah.
Edible flowers and it.
Yep.
An apron and his
tattoo on my chest.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you make bacon. So
Make
a little
some
less.
big fat.
in the mesh shirt.
So bacon, potatoes, and just some nice bread.
Cool.
Then
Hell yeah.
spread out on the table.
Nice.
Again, just some basic stuff I was able to trade for.
Cool. And this is the best meal that any of you have had in a long time. It just really between the everything that's between everything that's transpired and this little moment of respite that you've now earned after everything you've just gone through, this meal really means a lot.
As I walk in the mess hall, I'll just be like, the weather looks fair for today. I think we'll have easy travel. Everyone eat your fill and
I'm
prepare
gonna
yourselves.
make a plate and then go wake up my brother and make sure
Okay.
he eats.
Okay.
Philomena's gonna eat her food and put a little bacon in a cloth and tuck it in her satchel. And I'm just gonna, and a little bread, and I'm just gonna say, Gradic, it's been a really rough time for us. I know it's been one for you as well, but I just want to tell you how much I appreciate this breakfast.
Very welcome. It's been a long time since I've been able to share a meal with anyone.
I hope we can share more meals together, maybe under better circumstances.
Do you want me to reach out to mom, or do you want to?
Well, I was thinking.
I'm so excited.
I'll do it. I'll plug.
I was thinking about reaching out to her, but if we can both do it, like maybe I can reach out first, and if she says anything and we have questions, then maybe you can respond. Does that work?
I'm not quite sure how the spell works, but if you wanted to try and reach out simultaneously.
It's just too.
At the same time.
Three-way conversation.
I would say that it's literally not both of you talking at once, but it's like a conversation where it's like Ren says a few words, and then Willow says a few words, and then Ren says a few more words, and then Kate gives it back. That's how I would imagine it. I just wanted to throw it out. You definitely don't have to do that. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Whatever you
I
want.
wanted to do it that way.
Hey, mom.
So you can both say your piece
Ren lost her
now,
hands.
rather than like prioritizing one of your conversations over the other.
Here I am at Stormare.
Hey, Mom, it's Willow.
Yep.
Ren's like, and Ren.
You go first. Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, Mom. It's been a while. Things have been crazy. Are you and Dad okay? Also, we have Ethan. We will keep him safe. That's what I had prepared. If you want to add to it.
He's a
You want to
Yeah.
piggyback right onto it,
Yeah.
or do you want to wait at the
I'll
end?
piggyback right onto it. But
Okay.
we had to go to the Vale, and I guess like 6 years have now gone by, and I lost my hand. Mom, my hand. Oh yeah, we have Ethan. He's fine. We have to keep him because apparently he has like way more power than I even knew, and now he's saving
Click.
the world. Great.
That's been cut
I
off.
lost count.
Yeah.
You know that?
So
Please insert quarter if you'd like to continue the call.
As Willow and Ren reach out, there is a strange stillness. The world around you feels eerily muted. You close your eyes and you're focusing all your energy on your mom's presence, seeking her familiar warmth. And at first, there's nothing, only silence. And then faintly, a whisper breaks through, and you hear her say back to you, "Who dares intrude upon my mind?" The voice is jagged and hostile, yet it's layered with a deep sadness and exhaustion. It is unmistakably your mother, Kate, but there is a heft to her words, a profound power that wasn't there before. The connection feels strained, like you're trying to force open a stuck door. And suddenly, almost simultaneously to both of you, several images flash in your mind. You see a darkened hall, a familiar hall, the hall of your home, your wealthy family's main hall, and it's lit by a faint glow. Kate is standing there, and she's clad in flowing robes. They're they're adorned with arcane symbols, but the symbols are unfamiliar to you. Her once gentle eyes burn with a fierce, determined light, but they're also streaked with grief. And then you see a gathering of figures off to the side. They're cloaked in fear, and they kneel before her, whispering and cowering in her presence. Then you get another response. Kate's voice piercing through at you. More familiar this time. Sounds more like her, and it is less of a whisper, but it's laced with a suspicion. Ren, Willow? It cannot be you. You are gone. I searched for you. I have felt your absence. This must be some sort of cruel illusion sent to torment me. And the connection begins to push back against your telepathic link. And you feel an overwhelming sense of resistance, as if Kate's mind is covered with some sort of intentional protective ward, as if she placed it there to try and stop these sort of thoughts coming her way. And with a swift jolt, her voice hardens. "Begone from my thoughts! I will not be deceived!" And the connection severs abruptly, leaving behind a silence. And for a moment, feels like the world is spinning, the weight of her words, the mysterious images lingering in your mind. Chaotic, surreal, and yet unmistakable. Able to identify your mom so clearly and your home so clearly. Your mother is alive, but something has changed in her. Perhaps the grief of your absence may have twisted her path.
We've been gone for so long that she couldn't handle it. Probably more you and Ethan than me, but
I
she's not-
imagine Willow has kind of just dropped and is sobbing.
At some point we're gonna have to go home so that, returning Ethan and all that fun stuff. But for now, I'm pretty sure that we should just let her be who she is. If we keep intruding, it's just gonna cause her more pain. Until we're physically in front of her, I feel like we need to give her space.
How do I sound like I'm distraught, but not sounding annoying? Okay. Do you think that, like, what do you think about what happened to Dad?
I'm sure he's fine.
Maybe we should try him next. Do you think he's gone crazy too? Are we gonna go crazy? This is all crazy.
We can try Dad, but
Maybe not right now. I don't think
Yeah.
I could do it right now.
and also he's not that much of a fan of those types of powers, and I don't think it
Yeah,
would.
but I think you'd understand how desperate we were if he knew we were using it on him. I know he doesn't like it, but
I mean, you can try. It makes you more than me.
maybe we could teach Ethan how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That guy, our brother.
At this point, I kind of just want to come behind both of them and kind of put a reassuring like hand on her shoulder and just let her know that, like I said, much has changed and the world isn't what you remember. People aren't what they were, and what's happened has changed many people, but our way is forward, not behind us.
And we all see this since we're sitting there, right? I see their reactions.
Yeah.
Who's gonna fix this though? Literally,
Jorl,
my mom was gonna
wherever
fix
you
this.
left him in his other hand.
Jorl fell into a little bit of an abyss.
Yeah.
Really? Tell me more.
I wasn't paying attention at the time. I was running to get even, but I guess it happened behind me.
Do you remember how skilled he was at movement and doing things? He tried to jump once.
Well,
We lost him and Ornox.
That
It's a shame we lost Ornox.
it was really terrible, Graddock. It wasn't expected, and there were so many things going on, and we were in this area, and there was rocks, and it was so dark, and we were fighting, and
If it hadn't been for Jarrell, we would have never gotten this far.
yeah, it's true, man. We lost an ally, we lost a friend. I mean, I know we weren't all that close to him. Maybe all of us didn't like Jarrell, but he certainly took care of us and did what he could to guide us. And it's just really sad that he's not here with us anymore.
Another one of the wardens.
Scraddick said our path is forward.
I think Will is gonna like do one of those like slamming the hands on the table kind of thing. And be like, let's get this bitch. Sorry, Ethan.
His mouth just drops.
Oh my god, I'm telling mom.
You said the B word. Don't tell mom.
Exactly.
Don't talk to mom.
Definitely not right.
Everyone, finish your meals and let's get ready to go. Do we know how far?
So Graddock knows how far. It's like maybe a few hour journey deeper into the mountain pass. In a different path, just for sake of clarity, in a different path than what led to the Pharaoh Monastery.
Right.
It's not like you're going to the same place at all. You're going down different ravines and we'll say, for the sake of context, you're headed north in the Ridgewater Pass, and the time you went to the monastery, you headed east into the Ridgewater Pass, so it's a completely different direction. But it's of a similar distance. It's within a day's travel, a few hours. It'll take you on foot. Maybe a little slower, given that this is a different time of year.
You said it's winter, right?
Yeah, early winter. Yep. So late fall, whatever you want to say. It's cold enough that there was a snow dusting, but it's not bitterly cold. You're not gonna freeze if you go out for a few hours. Assuming you're dressed fairly appropriately, you should be okay.
You got your scarf.
Yes, your silk scarf that will keep you warm.
It was full, but this is
Mind the traps on the way.
Traps.
So, like
He's
as
just showing you his hands.
Oh no!
Going off.
Was that
sorry, I did.
subconsciously like?
Mind the traps.
Don't worry, I will help you see through.
There's various entrances. I just had glyphs of warding set up at different locations.
Yep.
Since they're kind of day raids that they kind of come in
Yep.
packs and stuff like that to try and thin them out.
Is there a lot of them where we're going? Like, is it like a whole encampment? You said
There's
Orcs or traps.
Yeah,
the orcs.
sorry.
You mentioned like they kept coming down
So,
from the mountain.
Granted, you know that there's hundreds of orc tribes that have now moved into this. Not hundreds of orc tribes. There's hundreds of orcs of various tribes that have moved into the mountain pass in the time that's transpired.
Have y'all ever seen an orc? Because I mean, I had lots of books in my room.
I think
And
Ben and Ash probably definitely would have seen an orc, and Braddock probably would have even seen one prior to all these events.
I've only,
I won't speak for Willow and Ren, but
I've never
you
seen
you
them.
guys probably in your journeys have seen.
She's hunted them before.
I've only read about them in books, and I didn't think, I was hoping they weren't real.
But these ones aren't exactly the same as ones from before. They've been changed.
What
From
do
the
you mean?
shards.
So even if we have seen them, they're gonna be different. Cool, cool, cool.
Everything's great.
Such a happy world we live in now.
So Braddock's able to relay to you that the particular tribe that you are seeking out, that he knows to have collected one of the shards, is known as the Cold Fury tribe, and their leader is said to be this shamanistic warrior who goes by the name of Krothu. I'm just translating that for you so you don't have to remember, Braddock. That's just like information that he would have passed in terms of like the context of what you're doing right now. And yes, he knows the location of where their main camp is.
She's already forgotten the name.
Fine. Somebody wrote it down.
Everybody but Ash.
Yep.
Ash is like,
Is that Cold Fury? Is the name of
Yeah,
it?
the Cold
Yeah.
Fury. Cold Fury tribe.
Sounds like something I'd drink on a hot summer.
Hell yeah. Yo, bro, throw me another Cold Fury.
Right.
Oh.
Let's learn to make
Brought to you by Legends of the
Tabletop. Yeah.
Legendary lager.
legendary lager.
Well,
No, this may have to happen.
PG, soda brand. We're gonna
Right.
get-
So, well, or
Cola?
cola.
It's a cola. It's a Dr. Pepper. It's like
Very cool.
Anyway.
Sound all the comments.
What determines if it's a cold?
Oh no.
oh god. Oh.
Dr. Benrith soda.
Dr. Ben.
Oh.
My soul, Dr. Ben.
69 different ingredients.
Benmer's feeling the cold fury right now.
Yeah.
suddenly I hate everyone.
Ready to
So
fix some.
who has hands? Who has everyone's hands? Not you, not you.
Yeah, all the rest of us have our.
I mean,
Just
I have
check.
all my hands.
I think Ben has
what?
almost
They couldn't
continued
find
to
anything in the
have
library.
as a-
They only have a hand. They don't have a hand.
They're
They don't
bad.
anymore.
functioning.
Came back with half a person.
I can have a hand.
I can't have a hand.
All right, y'all. I'm just about done with my food and packed a couple snacks, of course, one in my satchel, but
I'm just walking out with a loaf of bread.
Can I look at my brother and see if anything visibly is different from him? Because with the conversation with Cask, he's kind of alluded to my brother having powers. Can we see like him being different, or is he still the kid that's, very timid and a child?
He is still very timid and as a child. However, now upon closer inspection, you immediately see that there's this silvery tint to his eyes. That definitely was not there before.
He's got cataracts.
He's acting like
Yes, yes.
Ethan and appropriate as Ethan would in this entire situation. But yeah, there's something still there, and based on what Cask said, you have to imagine that it's some sort of remnant of Nehet's presence and the convergence of the two, some sort of lingering element.
I'm gonna go up to him. Hi, buddy. How are you?
Hi, Ran.
So, you have to kind of go on an adventure, and since mom and dad aren't around, you're gonna stay with us. And there's going to be times that stuff's gonna happen and it's gonna be weird. I want you to always run and hide until it's over. Do you understand?
Oh, I get it. I'm not as afraid now with you two here.
I know Willow's so amazing, and then of course there's me. But I want you to protect yourself first. So if you see something bad happen, don't worry. We're gonna take care of it, okay?
I know.
I'm gonna come up behind you and be like, and just in case, I'm just gonna give him my dagger.
He kind of like looks
Cuts
at
himself.
it. Yeah. Um,
I'm like, I imagine I give him like the little sheath I have. Like,
No, he just puts the raw dagger in his pocket.
Stabs himself.
throw him sheath, like sheath. You want to hand it to him?
yeah. Like I'm hold. It's
He
like
kind of takes it with two hands, and I mean, it's a dagger, but it's big on him because he's a little kid.
he's like 10 years old.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it's big.
We've all
It's
seen
like
Lord of the
Yeah, that's what we.
What's that?
We've all seen Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, this is Sting. You've seen it before, haven't you? So yeah, he takes the dagger and he kind of just like holds it. He doesn't know. He's like, it's awkward that he doesn't know. Like,
I'll like
I'm gonna
I'll
clip it on my side. Like he's just kind of like holding it.
I'll like help
He
him.
more appreciative of like what this represents and the safety that the two of you are now offering and that he feels in your presence than he is like, oh, I have a weapon to protect myself now.
I'm just
It's like he
Yeah.
gets this from you and is with you too, and he's like, everything's gonna be okay now. At least in this moment, everything's gonna be okay.
so I imagine I'll help him like put it on, and I was like, this is a last resort thing, okay? If we're gonna do what we need to do. If something slips around and gets to you, that's what that's for.
Oh, okay,
Pointy and out.
got it.
We gotta power level that kid.
Yeah.
Go do some
Go
damage.
farm some more.
So there's a path over there where all the little ones hang out.
Baby.
Where are the boars?
Oh,
Sorry, Zach.
Going into the woods.
There's like
Wolves.
Wolves. Yes, where are the wolves? Yeah.
There's an orc daycare.
We gotta go into the
Go
berries.
Anakin this kid. All right, just level up. Get dark real quick.
We're just like holding his hand while we step.
Okay.
Did you have anything else you want to say?
No.
I just imagine I saw that and heard it and was like, that would just make me feel a little bit better too. So like if something happens, he's not just like, oh no, damsel.
And do we still have horses and such?
The horses are long gone.
I raced my horse.
We're moving
Yeah,
on foot.
racing.
Yeah,
My silver
long
horse.
gone.
I feel-
Where do you think the bacon came from?
No.
I'm kidding.
Horse bacon.
Wow.
So stringy.
Still chewing it.
Like beef jerky.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I guess we're footing it.
Yep.
Okay, so you head out in the direction as guided by Braddock. He has this ease to him as if he's become very familiar with these paths, and the path winds upward. And after a time, it becomes somewhat of a desolate landscape. You were unable to see from the vantage when you peered out over the crenellations of Storm Arrow Keep a few times, Ben. But much has been altered from the last time you journeyed through this pass years prior. Brittle frost dusts the grass that lines the rocky ground. And after a time, you smell charred wood lingering in the cold air, carried by the mountain winds. Many of the towering pines that once cluttered this mountain pass have been reduced to splintered stumps, their bark scorched and split as if they had been struck by a great force. Philomena, why don't you give me a nature check?
I knew that was coming.
You're the homie for this, so why don't you can't be the druid and not do the nature checks.
I know I know.
You picked
Plus
it on. You
37.
put this on yourself.
16.
Okay, so you immediately are able to discern that the scars on these stumps was likely caused by repeated lightning strikes. It's something that you've seen before. You know what it looks like when
Bars.
lightning has hit a tree, except what's particularly amiss here is that there's so many stumps in the immediate area that have been hit by lightning or seemingly been hit by lightning.
Tell the group.
Far too frequent for this region. Lightning and thunder are more prevalent in mountains, but it's too much.
I'm just gonna let everyone know. I'm sure you all seen the trees or what's left of them, and how there's those dark like burn marks on them almost. That kind of some of them just go straight through and look like they've been singed by fire. I've seen this a few times back home in the forest, and it typically only happens, in the springtime when we have storms, and like every once in a while lightning will hit a tree and it just bursts right through the tree, and sometimes it splinters, and it's usually dark and streaked by the lightning. But I've never seen it happen to this many trees in such a small area. I've only seen it once or twice here and there in the forest after storms, but this looks like a lot of damage from something very powerful.
I think we should be wary of not just the others.
And Braddock, you would be unfazed by this, already being familiar with how the landscape has changed, and probably even seeing some of these lightning strikes off in the distance from Storm Arrow Keep over the course of the years. So
I was literally going to ask Grannick if he's seen lightning.
yeah,
so,
he definitely would have witnessed this kind of, he might not know the exact origin, but he definitely would know that this had been going on.
Many times I've seen it seems a tempest almost of just lightning strikes that circulates, and I can only imagine that has some connection to how the shards have changed the land, since I don't remember seeing anything like that before.
I'm gonna pop off a detect magic.
Okay.
Just pop
And
off a
you
detect magic.
do feel a very faint aura of magic from the tree stumps where they've been struck. Residual magic. You have to know the type, right?
It says I can know, but not necessarily. It says you know its school of magic, if any.
School of magic.
If any.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it doesn't have a school,
Okay.
or not a particular school. So
That tree didn't go to school.
it one of them uneducated trees.
It's up for 10 minutes as well, so
Okay.
as we traverse.
And now as you continue, the sound of distant thunder echoes through the peaks, followed by a faint crackling in the air of a lightning as you make a bend. And
Yeah.
out of the corner of your eye, I'll say, Ash, you're pretty perceptive. You're the first to notice a small mountain goat perched precariously on a jagged outcrop. And at first glance, it seems just like regular, nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, it catches you a little off guard because it's one of the first living things that you've seen during this path through the pass where the trees have been scorched. But then you kind of lock eyes with it, and glowing faintly in its eyes is a blue electrical energy. And at that moment, everybody else kind of takes notice to it, and there's actually a crackle of lightning between its horns, like a static kind of. It looks at you with an unnatural ease to it, like you would almost expect it to be frightened, and it just kind of like locks on you for a second, and then it kind of skips off down the rocky path.
Did we all see that?
Yeah, everybody saw it.
Y'all, did you just see that?
Is that an electric goat?
A lightning
Have
goat.
you seen that before?
And Graddock probably would have seen similar things in the wildlife, maybe like a bird with like a weird staticky electricity to it. It definitely wouldn't throw you off either. It's weird, but
It's
you
weird,
Be,
but
but
I'm
you
just
become
kinda like-
accustomed to it.
Yeah.
You're like, stuff's changed.
So, like I
It
said,
just keeps it.
it's a lot
"Stuff's
different.
changed."
Let's keep moving.
Have you seen that kind of goat before?
A lot of the creatures have changed the way they interact with each other and people. It's all very strange now.
Nature has been corrupted.
I think we should keep our distance.
I wouldn't go petting all the local
I'm
animals.
not touching any animals.
Ash wants to like melt away into whatever's around us and try to do like a stealth. He wants to just kind of like slightly move away from the group and make himself less visible.
Shocked.
Yeah, that is. I wish that would stay because that would have been a nice roll. Still not bad. 18.
Okay, so you find after continuing on here, you have this strange encounter with the goat, and you continue on, and weirdly, you're able to find a little patch of, it's like a little grove of pine trees that aren't scorched. And Ash, you attempt to just kind of slunk off to the side into the shadows of this pine. And as you do, you're nice and quiet about it. As you do, You're kind of like standing under the shadow. How far do you want to get away from them?
I want to
the
be
other
within
players.
30 to 50
Okay,
feet.
so you're not super far. It's not so far that they're concerned by your absence. It's just like, oh, Ash is checking something out over there. Maybe, he's close enough that I don't think he's throwing anything off. And he kind of talks into the shadows. And Ash, why don't you give me a perception check?
That one.
Ash the blind.
Yeah, perception, that's a 5.
Okay, and as you're slunking into the shadows, something kind of hits your head, dangling from one of the branches, and you're like super startled because you immediately know it's not like the combing of the pine needles against you; it's something else. And you look up, and hanging in the trees are charms and chimes made of bone. And they clatter softly in the wind. There's like an eerie sound. It sends a shiver down your spine. And sorry, you want to say something?
I was going to ask, would I, even though I'm startled, would I recognize, because I've hunted orcs before, is this something that I might recognize?
Yeah, so they look like they're made of animal bones. And you are able, upon inspecting it, to tell that they have orcish etchings in the bone itself. Why don't you give me an Arcana check to see if you can? Do you speak Orcish first of all?
No, unfortunately.
Okay, so why don't you give me an Arcana check?
That is a 11.
Okay, you're not entirely sure, but you feel like there is some sort of magical ward on, like they're not. It's not just Orcish script. It seems to be like spells in Orcish. Again, from your time hunting orcs in the past, you're familiar that there's something more to these. They're not. It's not just craftsmanship. There's a utilization, a utility purpose to these chimes and charms. And these runes that are etched into them in Orcish.
Do I hear him making noise over
You can absolutely all go approach now that you've seen him do this, and you will even go as far as to say that you guys see him be startled and now looking at something behind,
and
now you're all concerned. So
yeah, I
whoever
want to
wants
get their attention. I want you guys to, well, specifically these two, to come over.
Nope.
We're not.
I didn't hear anything. What?
Okay.
I don't know that.
I
It's
recognize,
magical.
I hear them and recognize kind of what, not know exactly what they are, but yeah, I've seen them. I'm imagining they've been kind of like littered around the encampment. So.
You still have going. Can you sense?
Oh,
Is there any magical presence to them?
There is.
Any school that I would recognize?
Oh man! Now if I could only remember all my schools.
Yeah.
School of Magic.
Primary,
Yes.
elementary, middle.
Yeah.
Necromancy.
Illusionary.
No, it's an illusionary.
Conjuration.
Arcana,
Yeah.
Arcana, right? Is
No.
one of them?
No.
No. Arcane, yes. It's
Arcane.
Arcane. School of Arcane, yeah. Which is like the
I
generic
don't have
one.
a phone.
No, that's generic, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Elemental? Is Elemental one of them too?
I don't know. There's 6 of them, right?
Elemental would be more for the shamanistic.
You had to ask, didn't you?
I
John?
did.
Yeah. I don't think Elemental's one of them.
What the heck is the table?
I was just gonna say he rolls in that one.
Abjuration,
With the
conjuration,
warding and dice.
divination, enchantment, invocation, illusion,
Nope.
necromancy,
Right.
transmutation.
Enchantment. We'll say.
Enchantment? Okay.
Yes.
So I would tell, yeah. Kind of look.
Sorry, this is my first time playing Dungeons and
That's
Dragons.
it's in my
What's
ninth
that?
This
or
kind
10th. Are we on 10th?
Yeah, 10th. It's only our 10th time.
Can you tell I never play casters in 5e? Never.
This looks enchanted, guys. Like there's definitely magic around it. Touch it and see what happens.
Didn't he just touch it with his head?
I go and hold one of them. Did anything happen?
Yeah.
With my good hand.
I was gonna say which hand?
It blows up.
You holding it or you stroking it?
Other hand goes, whoops.
Why don't you please take
Ooh.
7 electric
Sure.
lightning damage? Electric lightning damage. Lightning damage.
Yeah.
7 lightning damage.
I kind of allowed a chuckle because I've done that before. I was kind of
Shocked. It's shocked.
Yeah.
grabbing,
Trap.
and then you feel that it's almost Ash. Maybe you get the inclination from your knowledge of Arcana that maybe Ash didn't set it off because he just kind of gently brushed against it, whereas you intentionally grabbed it. It seems to be warded or trapped with some sort of energy.
Yeah, I haven't figured out a way around those yet. Might want to be careful with the.
Are there a lot of them in the woods? Are we going to see a lot of this? I mean, I'm so short. I doubt I'll ever hit one. But if they're in the tree, it's true.
You'll see them become more frequent as we get closer to the encampment.
So as we are walking, if like for the next however many minutes I have this up, would I be able to start seeing them as I get closer to them?
Yes.
So I can avoid
Yes.
them? All right. So I would then call them out as we go so we can kind of avoid them.
They're not like actively on the path, they're off of the path, and you almost get the intention that perhaps they're to help them hunt animals, or they are off to the side so that somebody doesn't do what Ash was trying to do, which is like sneak up on the camp. That they're kind of they're funneling people on the main path is almost the sense that you get by the layout of them.
Philomena is going to run up to Ren and say, Ren, remember what you said before about me staying near Willow? You still want me to do that, right? Like,
How close is the kid?
He's right next to you guys.
Okay.
Earmuffs?
That'd be great, but like I think at this point, the kid's the most important. So I told him to hide,
Okay.
so you don't have to protect any of us right now.
Are you sure? Because like at this point, I know I was kind of a little.
Yeah, no, you go and do your thing again. Be you, and I'll take care of these two now.
All right, but if you need me to, just let me know because I'm all in now. Like we have a lot of. I think we're gonna have a lot of killing to do.
Yeah, no, I think because we found Ethan, I'm more reserved again. So my focus will be protecting them.
Okay.
You guys be the front line again.
All right. I
Thank
want to
you.
make sure you're welcome.
Ash had thought, is there a safe way to remove one of talisman without setting off?
Why do you want to
Maybe.
He wants to use it as a weapon.
Ash is going to
Grab it and see.
Ash is going to try.
You want to try and like sleight of hands take it down, or do you want
Yes.
to like Arcana to try and do it?
Light of hand.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I would love
No,
to.
try Arcana.
No, no.
I will guide
What
you.
is guidance again?
It's a D4 you add to it.
Okay, D4. All right, so let's not use those. Let's
I give
use
you
this.
guidance and we both get electrocuted.
You're still holding him.
I'm not trying to.
I don't think I need to use it, but I'm going to anyways. So that is a
Wow, it's presumptuous.
24.
Okay, so one of them that you find, maybe Ren points it out to you with her detect magic, just off to the side as you continue along the path. There's a single solitary one hanging from a little branch, we'll say, and it's hanging by a thin thread of leather, and you're able to go up and just carefully trim the leather without touching the bone charm itself. Sorry, that was emotion.
Yeah.
Without touching the bone charm itself.
Gift that.
And so now you have this dangling charm like this. What do you want to do?
Can I try wrapping it without actually like touching it? Like,
So you want to take like a cloth out or something and try
yeah,
to
just try to wrap it and make
okay.
it.
I mean, I guess give me another sleight of hand to see.
Another guidance. That's
you
a
want?
28.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of you all have this little satchel and you like drop it in there, just delicately drop it in there,
And I just kind of put it inside my
tie it
cloak.
off.
Yeah.
You've got a grenade in your pocket.
Mhm.
A live grenade.
Sounds great.
Until I
Don't
get
fall.
hit.
Exactly.
Pokes you in the side.
Ash just
Whenever I guess I would ask Gradic, whenever we're nearing the camp, let us know. so
You are definitely nearing it.
we should
It's
probably
like you have like one more crest and turn of the ridge to go through, and then from what Radix told you, you'll basically be right around the corner.
we should try and keep quiet on our entrance.
Do you all want to make stealth checks?
Oh,
I'm
Or
going
are
to.
you just saying we should
So,
keep quiet?
No, I
Ash is
said it was
Okay.
us to
General.
checks.
a nat 20 plus my modifiers.
Dirty 27.
We'll look at you.
Yep, 30 27.
Did I know that?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I haven't
Ooh,
rolled.
that-
I've rolled 3 times. It's been
It's not bad for
a 2, a
disadvantage.
3, and
These
a
are
2.
the dice that I will be using
Yeah,
for the
like,
rest.
we should be quiet. He yells. We should be quiet.
I just got on the rest of the party.
Hey, everyone!
Okay, Merlot.
Going
Guys, take those
So
all and
I
our
just
plus
like
10
disappear. I'm just like,
We don't want to allow them.
Yeah.
18.
18, so good.
11.
14.
Good.
I have a 22 plus I am nimble.
Good. Who got the 11?
22, actually.
And Benrith.
4.
Guys, be quiet.
I fucking rolled a single good roll today.
So, as you crest the ridge, the orc war camp comes into full view, and it's got these it's a crude wooden ring fort with these protruding sort of spiked logs making the walls jagged and haphazardly reinforced, lashed together with some crude rope and leathers. And but it appears very sturdy and probably enough to deter intruders, which is the intention. And from your vantage, you can see that within the fort there are various animal skin tents all scattered around a massive roaring fire that blazes in the camp center. The glow from the flames is casting shadows throughout the camp, where a group of hulking work warriors move about, sharpening weapons, and they're sparring with each other. And the air is filled with this rhythmic pounding of war drums and guttural chants, ooh, 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 which seem to rise and fall in like a unison between them. And knowing this, you sort of come around the corner, Ben, see this, and immediately go to like counteract, like, oh, that's way closer than I thought. You go to step backwards. And as you just step backwards, you bump into Ethan. Ethan takes a few steps backwards and kicks rocks that kind of cascade down the mountain path, and they build momentum as they go, picking up bigger rocks. And it makes I'm not saying it's making an avalanche, but all of a sudden this kind of single pebble that goes down builds momentum, picks up a few other rocks, and it goes from very quiet to a very, very loud approach. Concerningly,
Fucking kids.
against you. Yeah, it wasn't.
yeah.
Jeez.
Is there any way for Philomena to do telekinetic shove and pull Ethan back so he doesn't?
Yeah,
fall?
absolutely.
So I'm gonna do telekinetic shove and try. I have to be within 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you probably know.
And I'm gonna try and pull him 5 feet closer to me, so he would have to do a saving throw.
You can willingly
You can-
Or he can willingly.
Oh,
Fail it? Why would you
touch
willingly
me.
fail?
So you can pull him towards them.
Ah, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. So yeah, willingly fails it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
pull.
Okay, and you telepathically grab, or telekinetically, not telepathically, telekinetically grab Ethan and pull him back onto the ledge. As I said, the rock's already set in motion, but it's enough to stop him from tumbling. You guys definitely see her do that.
I see it happen, and I just reach my arms out and try. And pull him
At
closer.
which point, almost too late, you notice a orc patrol.
Immediately summoning my glaive in
Okay.
my hand.
But we're gonna take a small break. We'll be right back. All right, and welcome back. We are going to jump right into combat as a orc patrol has stumbled upon you in the mountain pass. So everybody, please roll for initiative.
Ready to do this?
Not
What am I feeling? What am I feeling? This one.
Oh, that is
That's my best roll of the night. That's I'm rolling for now.
23.
Is it a double digit?
Yeah. Just barely, but
It's,
Too
it's
good.
0 and something.
I got a dirty 9.
I got 6.
God, I have a question. Was I still was I still stealth?
No.
No. That was like a long time ago.
It was forever.
You went off and you like selected the charm.
No,
like,
because we did it again when he messed his
Oh, yeah.
up.
Don't argue
Yeah.
with God.
We were all stealthing.
But-
And I got a nat 20 on
I
that one.
see.
Have this.
Because it affects how my attack my first
It's not
attack
his
will
problem,
go.
bro.
You know
yeah.
how sneaky
No,
attack
I'm gonna. Sorry, I think that the
I fucked it up for
Yeah, I
everybody.
think I got-
Ooh!
And I'm
That's
happy
First
about
time
it.
high advantage.
Now-
They all just looked
Before
up at us.
I was mad, but now I'm happy.
like the
That was
drums.
my
You know what? Like when you like
Use
beat
your
the
other
drums.
hand.
Like,
Like, there's a
What did
cat
you
over
get on
there.
your initiative?
14.
I'm just gonna sink
Nah,
into the shadows.
What did you get on initiative?
23.
dirty. Not
What did you get, John?
Dirty 23. Thank you.
Unnatural.
Oh, it was very unnatural.
Okay, so you're first up. So there you go. That's what you were just off enough that was able to allow you to get this pseudo surprise attack.
All right. So where are they? Oh,
Just
they're
look
right
at
there.
damage.
So I guess I'm just gonna I'm just gonna roll for damage because it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit.
Why do you think it's going to hit?
First attack is a 20.
Misses. It hits.
Just making
I'm sure. Like I'm like,
Get good.
I'm just
It takes a long time.
the initial first attack is 10 damage.
AoE spells work great for single target.
I'm gonna assume a 22 hits.
Mm-hmm. On the same target?
Yeah, I'm assuming I didn't kill him with the first 10 damage.
Yeah.
A lot of assuming.
And then the next one is gonna only be 5 damage.
Okay. So Ash quickly looses a volley of arrows upon seeing these orcs turn the corner and stumble on you.
There's 3 letters.
And the 2 arrows pierce into the chainmail armor of the orc in the front. At which point, it is going to be Ben's go with the 14. Everybody rolled super low.
Wow.
I got 6.
Ben is just gonna.
Oh, and for the purposes of that, because we didn't indicate, I'm going to say the one on your left, Zach, is the one that he just injured.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
one?
the further
Yeah.
the one close.
Correct.
Okay.
Ben's just going to step up a couple feet and materializing in his hands is his glaive, and I'll summon my mage hand as well.
Do you mind pushing your mini up?
I gotta move myself.
How? That's something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that one.
No, playing it slow.
Well, I used an action to summon my
Oh,
weapon.
Oh yeah.
interesting. I don't wish I
Um,
had to do that.
Oh shit, Radek and Philomena both got a 9, didn't you? Oh, it was a higher
Oh.
dex.
I have a 10.
Oh,
Yes, but if you guys both got a 9.
You're not.
Hold on. Let me just.
like that. Oh,
16 what?
No, I got a 9. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. Who's got
What's
the
it?
higher dex between.
that's it.
Okay.
I'm higher. I'll never tell you the actual number.
So,
That's a number.
for defense purposes, I'm going to make yours an 8.
I assume
It's
that.
to the floor. Okay, so Red, you're up.
Okay. So Ren is going to
Throw Ethan into the front of the room.
No.
yes. Yeah, she's gonna yell out to Ethan to go hide. And then she is going to toll the dead, the one that already had taken some damage.
Okay.
Hopefully. And he has a wisdom saving throw of 15. Yes, he does.
I got a 4. Nope, sorry, I got a 16.
Okay.
Oh,
He saves, and that will. I'll move up.
Not
5
metagaming,
feet.
but we know he has a +2 modifier.
Move me up next to Ben, right? And that will end my turn.
We're just a couple friends, you know.
Not mending and all. You know, Noah's armor class is below a 20.
Oh, the game.
Do you know what it is that you're looking for?
All right. So now it is Graddock's turn.
Okay, I'm going to. Which one's been attacked? The one on the right has been attacked?
The one on your left, my right.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to cast Shatter on that one and need to pass a Constitution saving throw of 14.
I passed with a 16.
You'll take half damage.
Okay.
3d8.
know we're here. Yeah, they know now.
What's your con modifier, huh?
Wow. Okay. 16, 8 damage.
Cool. That's the halved.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. So
And then I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to Benrath as he's stepping forward. My now fellow
D10, right?
sad
sad
battle-hardened-
person thing.
Yeah, we're not emo brothers.
When you cast shatter on
I don't wanna have to-
when you
I don't wanna
cast
sleep yet.
shatter on the orc patrol member, it blasts him with such force that he actually stumbles slightly in his approach to you. Philomena, your turn. What would you like to do?
Yes. 8.
Does the orc have any metal on him?
Yes, he does. He's wearing chainmail armor. Oh no, not chainmail, ringmail. Sorry.
Well,
Oh,
Even-
that is electric. Does it do double damage and destroys?
I'm going to.
He doesn't have those things have vulnerability to it, so
It was last week.
Okay.
Oh,
Is that ice or
yeah, it's
ice? Phil,
Uh.
Nina is going to turn into an 8 and remain where I am. And then no, all the way around. Sorry. Thank you,
Yeah, I got you.
We're talking to me? What's going
whatever
on?
Jonathan, whatever your name is.
Brendan, you're right.
Brent. So I'm going to do heat metal.
Oof, oof, oof. You're gonna have
And
a
I'm
bad
going
time.
to cast heat metal, and then I'm going to turn into an ape and stay there. But I'm going to cast heat metal, and all of the metal on him is going to turn and glow red hot.
Sorry, this was the damaged one or the undamaged
Damaged
one? Okay.
Is going to glow hot.
Mhm.
And he's going to take 2d8 fire damage.
Turn him into a little oven.
Well,
I'm
Well,
gonna cook
I
him.
would
say-
Pork kebab.
succeed on a constitution.
Yeah, Constitution.
Oh, or drop the
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's doing his metal. His
Armor.
Can't
His
drop it.
armor.
Oh,
So it's going to cook him.
Iron Man style.
yeah.
You're about to make his armor as hot as a tray for a creepy crawler's oven.
Creepy crawler.
Fucking scald the skin.
So that's 9.
You remember how hot those trays
Yeah.
That's child endangerment. Maybe like
were?
this.
9 damage.
Damage.
Oh, he's
Nice.
screaming.
So yeah, he is
And then
in
you
serious pain.
do a constitution.
Yeah.
He's attempting to pull the ring mail off of himself, but like it's burning his hands as it's like scorching, and he's unable to get a good.
Heat metals.
Did-
yeah.
He's got to do
Bad way to go.
A plate mail armor.
Nat 20 on the Constitution saving throw.
It doesn't drop it.
Yeah. But he's burning.
Okay.
He's burning.
Awesome. Which then will make it Willow.
I am going to position myself so I'm between the bad guys and my brother, just like pushing behind me as Bren's yelling at him to run. And I want to just drop my spiritual weapon in front of the hurt guy.
Look down. Nobody's even paying attention to the other guy.
The other guy's just like,
Do you not see me?
he's just like slinking into the
He's like,
darkness.
something is like, it's not my turn.
As his skin's just sinking.
I want to help, bro, but it's not my turn yet.
Spiritual weapon, 12. Does that hit? I don't think.
12 does not hit.
Okay, so it's just there.
So it appears in front of him, but in his frantic attempt to try and get this ring mail
Take it out
off
of
of
his
him,
misery, guys.
your spiritual weapon misses its strikes. It is now the monster's turn. So finally, this one is going to charge Ren.
Can I get a opportunity attack on him?
Sure. And this one's going to charge Ben.
Oh, which one do you want opportunity attack?
Probably the other one. That's charging me. I don't think it hits though. It is a 15.
15 misses. So the first one, striking against Ren, gets a 9.
Just gonna miss.
Don't
What's
laugh.
up my shield?
The second one striking against Ben, nat 20.
What?
That's what happens.
Is no.
Yeah, what else?
Cancelled.
Yeah. You want to cancel it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I forgot you.
Nope.
God for reactions.
17.
Well, no, doesn't it just.
It
You
just,
still hit.
Yeah, he
It's
hits.
just not incorrect.
Got
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yeah, if you just do the damage, you can't.
Got it. Okay. So please take 6.
I heard it. I was like, I can do that. Right?
Yeah, there's something I can do, right?
Yeah.
As he's getting
He's
like,
takes
slashed to
damage
death.
slash
You can
damage
do
from
something.
his axe. And that's their go, which then makes it Ethan's. Ethan runs and tucks behind this corner.
Good boy.
Let's say he runs in and
He kills everyone.
Stab.
He kills everyone.
Yeah. he sees the 8 behind it. He hadn't seen it before. He just starts stabbing her.
He's clutching at his little dagger. He has it at the ready. And then it's back to the top of the order. So Ash.
Ash. All right. So Ash is just gonna look at the orc that he shot at, and he's just gonna take and finish him off. 27 or 25.
Yeah.
Does that hit?
It's very bold.
Yeah.
So all right. So we're gonna do that.
Well.
That's gonna be 5 plus 4 plus because he's within 5 feet of an ally. I get to roll an extra
Pace
d6.
yourself.
God damn.
That is 14 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
Is he still alive?
No, Ash, that's enough to drop him. So you loose an arrow and it pierces right into the throat of this orc. And he immediately drops onto his knees right in front of you, Ben. Collapsing.
And before he even hits the ground, Ash is going to transition and just fire an arrow right at the other one.
Okay, all right. Let's Yeah, easy, everyone. All right.
16.
16.
Does it hit?
16 does hit.
16 hits. Okay, he's going to have
Radek is age when he has it.
so he's going to take
The
12
joke is
damage.
Radek has changed, but Alex hasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
12 damage.
Okay. So, and then you immediately loose another arrow, striking into his shoulder, or just above his arm here, top of his arm. 8 damage, you said?
12 total.
12. Okay, thank you.
And then Ash is going to, because he hasn't moved since his last turn, he has double movement. So I'm actually going to try to go up into here.
Where are you pointing? Oh, okay,
Up
on the rock.
Yeah, up above. So I have like a little bit of advantage. So, and that is going to be my turn.
Okay. Ben.
Do the thing, baby.
Can I
Do the bend then.
move around
Yeah.
so that way I'm flanking?
Yep.
Love it.
Sick.
You asking without provoking any attack of opportunities? That you had, I think you had 5 feet in between
Well,
you.
yeah, and I don't have to get right next to him either. 'Cause
You could clearly get around if you want to. If that's
but I don't have to get right next to him.
Oh, because you're reach. I see what you're
Yeah.
saying. Okay.
I'm going to take 2 arrows.
So I will swing with advantage. What the fuck? Okay, so that doesn't hit. I will actually hold on. I rolled a 6, and I can use my bardic. 6 plus 7 is what, 13?
Yeah, use that bar.
12.
Use the bar.
13. Roll a 1. Still fine. I will attack with my bonus action
Let's
attack,
sing louder next time.
and that is a 19. So
Okay.
that hits.
This is with your pummel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Of course, I didn't do.
Not
Is
as
that a
back
crit?
as I used
But-
to be. Sorry. Lost some of that charm.
He's got to get back around people again.
So you cut through the air with your slice of your glaive, and then just readjusting your stance a little bit, you're able to backswing with your with the pummel of your glaive, and it cracks him over the head. I'm sorry, how much damage did you say? 5?
It's 5.
Okay. 5 damage.
Probably just did a little dent in like his shoulder pad. But
No, you hit him in the head. You hit him in the head. But he's got an orc skull, so it just kind of
so
your glaive actually reverberates a little bit after
he
the
done
hit.
as hell.
Perfect. And after is Ren.
All right. I'm going to just brother safe. Love it.
Love it.
Gonna toll the dead again.
Okay.
15.
Got a 19.
All right. And
Bet you did.
it's good. I'll just stand there and continue facing off.
Okay. That's it?
Yep.
Okay. And then it's going to be Graddick.
I'm gonna move. Lines one down. Move up over around here. Gotta move myself and other people.
Here?
That works. I'm just gonna cast a little firebolt.
Okay.
And 6 hits. That's not gonna hit.
Okay.
Oh.
Like a 2 or something?
It's a 3.
Okay.
Plus 6.
Yes, your firebolt misses. In your attempts to reposition yourself, you kind of stride forward a little bit quicker than anticipated. Your aim's just slightly off, and it scorches.
I'm used to one on many combat.
Yes.
His comrades around. I'm like, everyone's going. I'm like, listen,
You have
gotta
to
get out of my way.
relearn how to play with others.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I went to cast and I was right at him, and I'm
You've
like,
been playing with yourself for so long.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
Yeah.
I'm going to heat metal again
Okay.
on that orc dude.
Okay.
Did it roll on that orc dude?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fire damage. What? 12 fire damage, and you have to do a constitution save.
Yeah, do it.
He fails. I got 2.
So he doesn't drop the object, so he has disadvantage on attack rolls and
Awesome.
ability checks until the start of my next turn.
Wasn't that the other one?
Oh, yeah, I did it on him.
I thought you did it on the one that was down.
She just did it
I
again.
just did it again.
Oh.
Can you? Okay, so
But you
can
can't
you
cast the spell.
move the spell? That's the question.
Yeah.
Because the one that you casted on died, so you have to move it to the new person.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if
You can
move-
use bonus action on
Okay.
subsequent.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So yeah.
No,
Can? Bonus
sorry.
action?
Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action to cause this damage again, not to move it.
All right. So you'd have to cast it again. You have to drop out of your form.
It's
Cast.
fine, so I drop out of my form and I'm back as Philomena. And I still do heat metal.
Yeah, works.
Lovely.
I miss the booty butt cheeks. You're so small. Like that, the size difference is staggering.
Trippy.
Okay.
So,
So his ring mail is searing into him.
yeah,
Yes.
and he has disadvantage
He's
on
in
attack
immense
rolls
pain.
and ability checks.
Okay.
So I just-
Willow, you are up.
Good thing they're not screaming, bringing attention to.
I'm going to Toll the Dead on him.
Okay.
So wisdom 15. But he has disadvantage on, right? Didn't you say saving throws?
Mm-hmm.
Disadvantage on attack rolls.
Only if he fails. I
Checks.
got a 13.
Okay. So
Yeah, sure.
Huh?
2, right? He's taking damage, and your
Yeah.
Yep.
your total dead is 2d whatever at level 5.
oh. Yes it is.
Yeah.
So that's a
So 1
I was like 2 what? I didn't roll a 2. That's 8,
and 5.
5, 13. 13 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Willow, your Toll the Dead causes immense pain within this orc, and his eyes sort of roll back between that and the burning of his ring mail. He just collapses. And we're going to say that as this happens, you hear a thundering,
Of course.
and the gates.
Well, right.
I think that.
Push or pull.
Yep, there you
No, they're not. Okay. The gates open.
Passed out.
It's fine. The gates open. They're not. They like open, but they don't. Okay. I don't know what's going on. The gates open.
Thankfully, we all have a
And
imagination.
can you just adjust the camera a little bit so you can get part of this at least? And another group of orcs comes out
Ooh, how many is
along
that?
with
Oh, come on.
a much bigger one in the back, wielding a two-handed axe.
All right.
Well then.
A Hulk?
And we're gonna just continue on with the pecking order here. So after
Oh. Can I move my spirit weapon?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
That'll be the end of my
where do you want to put it?
Just start moving it. Well, can we put it like right about here? Because I imagine something's gonna come through here, and I might be able to get it between me and Benrith or something. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So then the orcs are going to begin charging. This one's going to engage Ben.
I get an opportunity.
Sure.
Yep.
This one's going to engage Ben.
17?
Hits.
Yeah, let's go. Nine damage.
How much health do you have, then?
30.
All of it.
Enough.
Look at that.
Just checking.
oh. I don't
Are you about to fireball?
that guy's dead.
We have a lot of healing on the team.
Zach, I'm sorry. How much damage was in total?
9.
9. Okay, cool.
It's nothing personal.
Okay, so the two that just engaged you are going to strike at you, Ben. So first one swipes with its axe. It gets a 20.
Okay, maybe you had it.
Dirty 20.
Oh wait, cancel it again.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
20.
Dirty 20.
It's going to be 11 slashing damage.
Oh my
And the
god.
second one strikes, it gets a 14.
That fails.
Okay, second one misses.
Let's go.
The other ones are kind of charging down towards you, Willow. They maybe witnessed you just as they were opening the gates to cast the Toll the Dead on the other one and drop, and then see you as a threat at the moment. Okay, so after them, it is Ethan's turn. Zach, can you just position him away from the rock, but more behind Willow, like in line with it? Yeah, maybe just back a little bit. Perfect.
Hi, I'm gonna stand in the middle of the field.
Well,
Yeah.
he's getting
No,
in the middle of
I
the
know.
field, but he's getting more behind you
Yeah.
as they're charging because before he was off to the side. So
He's a stupid kid.
That's
Yeah.
You and I
Right.
are basically the same size.
He hasn't done too much study.
We all
on
know what
battle
happened to Rickon in
tactics.
Game of Thrones, okay? Kid should just sidestep. Anyways.
perfect. And then it's gonna be Ash's turn.
Ash is gonna look. I assume I see. There's like a commander one.
There is a big looking one in the center.
Ash is going to grab his little pouch that he has the talisman in,
Mhm.
and he is going to attach it to an arrow, and
Mhm.
he's going to unleash the arrow right at that big dude.
Okay.
That is a 16.
Okay. 16 hits. So, 16 hits. So you tied the charm to the back of an arrow.
So I tied it to the front so that
Okay.
when it impacts, it's gonna
Hopefully. Okay.
Oh, the little.
So you hit.
one?
the talisman that was
I think he
hanging.
was talking about the owl, so I was confused.
No.
Okay, I understand now.
Okay. So roll for damage.
Roll for damage. I roll. That's 8. Is he within 6 or 5 feet of any of?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Okay.
Next to
Another.
Bedrock.
So that was 11 damage, just my normal damage.
Okay. And then give me a D8 for the electric damage, the lightning.
8. All right. That is a 6.
Okay.
6.
So you lose this arrow, and it does indeed strike into this bigger orc in the center, and a little bit of an electric shock bursts out of the arrowhead as you do, kind of encompassing him. And then he shakes it off and grunts and turns towards you, Ash, on that rock.
Okay, I'm gonna fire another arrow at him. Then.
Okay.
24. So
That's a hit.
that's 10 damage.
Okay.
And
You immediately loose another arrow, this one striking into his chest, but
I'm
doesn't
gonna
seem very deep in his armor.
get higher up, so it's gonna be harder for them to get to me if that's possible.
Yep.
Yeah,
Um,
that's how powerful I am, and that will be my turn.
Okay. Which I think makes it Ben's turn.
Alright.
You should
Um,
get out of there.
I guess I could, but I don't know what you're about to do. So I'm just gonna do a sick back somersault and try
Nice.
and get this big guy in the thigh while he's running away.
I just episode
that-
1.
Yeah, as I do that,
Why don't you give me a acrobatics?
Directions.
See how cool the somersault was.
a file.
first good roll.
I said fine.
I did.
That's a 19.
I made everyone
So
clearly
the
learn.
acrobatics, that somersault was
back.
hella cool.
He even noticed.
You nimbly, he was like, damn, did you do gymnastics or something?
Oh my god!
No, you do a very graceful flip and land slightly behind him. At which point you said you want to strike at his legs or something.
Yeah. Well, first, before I do my little somersault, I'm going
I'm used to fighting with teammates since 6 years.
Uh,
Lots of change.
Whoops!
whisper some words towards him and do my Hexblade's curse.
Okay.
So, remember what that
This
is.
person.
X-Men's curse.
Usual.
Alright. That is dirty 20.
Is going to be a hit.
Okay. And then adding 7. So 9 damage.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Nice. So you do this little somersault and then cast Hexblade's curse at him. catching him off guard as he's attempting to charge down Ash. And Graddock, what would you like to do?
Is it my turn?
Sorry, yes, it is. It's Ren's. It's Ren's. Thank you.
I'm going to take a 5-foot step backwards, and you just see like a little silver glow emanate around me, and I'm going to Twilight Sanctuary and heal the party. So everyone within 30 feet of me is going to get 12 temporary HP.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Juicy.
I don't
Am I
know who
within
that
that or
is.
no?
30 feet.
30 feet?
I
I think it's everybody, bro. Except for Ethan, but he hasn't taken any damage, dude.
Okay. So 12 temp.
I mean, maybe.
It's definitely close.
Is he?
Yeah.
How big is 30 feet from your?
Yes.
Where's your
It's
fireball
like 3 feet, I
measure?
think. Or something like
Because
that.
that's what it is.
Hmm?
It's the radius of the fireball.
I don't have it.
Okay.
You're asking what the radius is?
So
No, it's 30 feet.
Yeah.
But he
Oh,
had
he
10,
had a
he has like a
thing.
10.
did I get it?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Determine this, right?
No, if it's 30 feet, you should be.
I think you might be good. Oh,
What is it?
I think you're good.
Yeah, you're within.
It's close. I'll say it's fine. We'll say everybody.
We get 12 temporary.
12 temporary. Yep. And that will be my turn.
Ooh, and if it gets dark, we can see in the dark too, right?
No, that's a different
Oh,
thanks,
ability.
Tom.
Sorry.
Anything else you'd like to do, Ren?
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay. Braddock, you're up now.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna see everyone stacked up and go into my usual survival mode and slightly forget that Benrath's in that pack. I lost him in the sweet flip forward.
Yeah.
He disappeared. Not in my mind. I'm like, well, we do what we always did.
Fireball? Is
And
that?
we fireball everything.
Okay. So I'm assuming you're targeting the central guy as much as possible.
Yep. The
Trying
big.
to hit the other 4, but inevitably will also hit Ben in this.
Yes.
What is it? A dex saving throw?
Yes. 15. 14. Whoops.
Back to the base.
Well, let's see how much damage you do.
Thank God for that 12.
Thank God for the clerics.
Fireball d6s.
Yes.
5. Oh,
Five.
sorry, my bad. Wrong one.
Do you need more d6s?
That could be.
He's like,
more
I
damage.
also hit Benrith. And he's like, let me just roll all these d20s for damage. It's like, wait, no. It might have been better.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Then you do one more.
Wait, what is it?
Is it 5 d6?
8d6. Fireball is 8d6. So,
It is.
at level, I'm casting at level 3.
Oh, okay.
That
He
makes
said,
sense.
he said,
Do you want Alex? Do you want more d6?
No, we're good. I'm just doing math.
Oh,
8,
God.
You're at
15,
20.
like 20. Okay, 24.
30?
24 plus 9 is 32.
That's 6.
Oh, I was lost.
It's 30.
30 damage.
I'm taking damage away.
They all have to make dex saving throws or take half, right?
Take half, yep.
Okay, so who do you want me to start with? Do you want me to do the little guys and the
Yeah,
big guy or
as-
otherwise?
as- work
Okay,
outside
so I'm
of
just
the-
going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay?
18.
So first, little guy fails.
And
He gets scorched to oblivion.
Nice.
Second one, what did he need to pass?
14.
Second one fails. We'll do the third orc. Fails.
We.
Fourth orc fails. I got 6s
It's
and
like
2s,
my
and
brother.
one got an 11 and almost passed and still failed. Another big one. Okay. The big one also fails. So,
We all failed.
Wow.
Graddock has become very attuned to hunting the orcs in the mountain over the years. And you see him position himself on this little rocky outcrop and loose just a perfectly aimed fireball that just incinerates the groups of orcs. And again, maybe in his isolation, his hermit years, his lack of consideration also hits Benrith, or he's become so hardened that he just wants to crush the imminent threat at no cost and just disintegrates 4 of the orcs. The big one, the big one, with flames on him, drops to his knees, and as he does, he reaches into a pouch and pulls out a glowing shard. The shard glows red, and You watch in horror as he swallows the shard.
Oh, we needed that.
We're gonna get that out of you, buddy.
Yeah, it's coming out one way or another.
And in doing so,
Oh no, he's about to level up.
begins contorting and his body begins twisting and animating. And he grows in size. And from his torso, new limbs begin twisting and emerging out of him. You hear a cracking noise.
Our poor brother. He's like, what?
Oh, you're switching them out. That's
Ethan
not
just
fun.
Ethan just starts crying.
Oh.
And he begins picking up weapons from the fallen orcs around him.
Oh god.
Oh, okay. I can't even see myself anymore.
Me neither.
Philomena comes up to his ankle.
And you're now facing this horrific monstrosity that was once an orc, the six-armed terror. Still orcish in features, but distinctly something different.
Well, we got a couple of one-armed terrors on our team.
Dragon bubble
Making out. Yeah. Just sew it on.
Got one for later.
I'm a little big, but
Great. So now that Ben has gone, or not Ben, Gradden, thank you. Yeah, Philomena, you are next to react.
I think it's time for some.
how you
She's
doing?
got metal armor on.
How much damage did you take?
Yeah.
You took 30. You okay?
Yeah,
Well, he took 18.
I'm dead.
Philomena
No, he took full.
is in
No, it's the end of 10.
Oh, yeah, temporary. Yeah, so you're okay.
Thankfully, that still hurt.
Okay, I'm not dead.
Woof.
Did it?
Okay, I am going to do, Tangle.
Okay.
Everyone's kind of poor Ben.
Oh.
I think we have 10-foot reach.
Listen, that's what you get for somersaulting into an enemy pack.
Yep.
I'm going to do Entangle.
Okay.
So some grasping weeds and vines are going to shoot up around him
Okay.
in a 20 square starting point within range.
Yeah, either you're hitting Ren, Graddock, and Willow with that, or you're hitting
Oh, I
him
have
and
myself far away.
or you're hitting him and
And then.
and Ben. I don't think there's any way to not hit somebody because they're kind of circling around it.
Poor Ben.
No, it's
Do
fine.
thing.
A lot of falling already.
Yeah.
It's not gonna do any damage.
I'm used to death.
Just gonna hold him in place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he has to do a strength saving throw.
Let's do it.
Strength, this speciality,
Just
just like the Sith.
That one.
What did he need to pass? He passes.
I passed this one.
So the vines come out of the ground and begin wrapping him, and just in this burst of strength, he actually sheaths one of the swords and just with this massive arm just begins ripping the vines from him. So, did you have to make one too or no?
Yeah.
Okay. You
Okay.
passed.
Anything else you'd like to do, Philomena?
Can I get closer to this tree?
Yeah.
I'm just moving a little bit.
Yeah.
Can you move me closer to this tree?
Zach's like, I'm getting hit by fireballs. I gotta control the
Don't worry, guys. I'll be dead soon. And I can do my room.
the opposite of fun.
I'm gonna have to give him a rat
Cool.
to play with.
I know that tome said I have
Willow.
to die, but it doesn't have to be now.
Next.
I want to move my spiritual weapon next to him and attack with that
Okay.
first. And that is a math 13
That is a math.
again.
Okay, 13 is a miss.
Yep. And then I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
So there is going to be a little force field 15 feet around me.
You mean like this?
Oh.
Oh, it's smaller. 15.
Yeah, but
That's 30.
yeah, it's okay.
Didn't you just say you didn't have that earlier?
I did have the fireball one.
Oh.
It's in Spirit Guardians. I think this is supposed to be small. Maybe it is the same size as the fireball one. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Looks like it.
So, yep. So, anybody, baddies in the radius have to make a wisdom save of 15.
Or they're slow to half speed when they enter. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And they
And they take damage.
Or they have to.
They take
throw
radiant damage
any
upon
shards
entry.
that-
Right, a D8 or what is it?
3d8.
3d8. That's right. Okay. Okay.
I just saw my brother come out and I wanted to put up a force field essentially to.
Yeah. Cool. And after your turn, we are looking at the monster. So,
Just step back further.
he is going to.
Oh, can I move back a little bit too?
How far back?
That's fine.
He's going to charge down in this direction towards you. And,
Is he entering my radius?
yeah, he's going to stop. He has reach. He's going to stop in between you and Ren and begin flailing with his weapons. He's going to make a multi-attack. Is there something you want to say? In
She
terms of
does.
Well,
stepping
this, he
environment?
needs
Once
to
he
make
steps-
a
Oh, yes,
he
make
needs
it-
to
yes.
make the wisdom save
Yes.
of 15.
Wisdom is a speciality.
Okay. He does pass the wisdom save, unfortunately.
So
But he still takes the
takes
radiant
half.
damage, right?
He takes
Yeah.
half damage. So half of 9, 10, 11.
5? Did I hear 5?
Yeah.
You're fine.
Do I hear 5?
Well, he whispered 5 at me. I'm like, what? I'm
He's
like,
definitely
no, it's
not
11.
unaffected by your spiritual guardians. He feels it. You see this slight hesitation as a burning sensation kind of encompasses him as he steps into the radius. But he's able to power through with his fury and his anger and begins swinging his 6 arms, his weapons, at you and your sister. So he's going to make multi-attack. First, he's going to swing his flail at you, Willow.
Okay.
He gets a 17.
Just hits.
Okay. Please take 10 bludgeoning damage. And give me a strength saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
Not your strong suit.
Stuttering. The word strength should be on here somewhere. It's at the top. Oh, yes. Good.
Yes, grand.
Character sheet.
5.
Okay. You are knocked prone by the force of the hit. At which point he's going to attempt to follow that up with a mace swing, now attacking with advantage because you're knocked prone.
Oh boy.
He gets a 20, so it hits. And please take another.
Upon seeing her getting knocked prone, I'm gonna use my Cloak of the Last Warden's ability and give him a disadvantage so it evens out that last roll.
Okay. So Graddick, we'll say Ash because you're kind of standing in the best vantage from this. You can see that the cloak that Graddick is wearing, and you hadn't noticed it until this moment, the cloak that Graddick is wearing is different than the one that you last saw him in. And it's this dark black cloak with this silvery sort of embroidery on it. Noticeably, it's got arrows embroidered into it as well as mountains, immediately making you think of the Free Wardens. And it glows with this kind of silvery energy. And Graddick, you're gonna negate the advantage
On the next
using the cloak to do that. Okay. And so on the next hit, or are you saying on that one?
On the next one,
Okay.
because that one already rolled.
Yes. Okay. So please take
2 damage.
not 2.
Oh, no.
3.
Please take another 11 bludgeoning.
It's fine.
It's fine. I'm just taking a little nap, guys.
Clerics, I mean.
And due to the mace, you are going to have disadvantage on your next attack.
Okay.
Because you've now been clubbed on the head
Ooh.
by the mace.
I'm fine.
Go ahead, Clyde.
Just a little dizzy,
Willow.
guys.
He's going to swing a sword at Ren
Yep.
Hey guys, it's
This is
Willow.
what disadvantage,
with
right?
disadvantage.
She's totally fine. That's normal.
You say that. It's
Okay. And it totally worked because he only got a 7 thanks to the disadvantage. So swings, did I say his axe or sword?
Sword.
Yeah, both of you go
So-
down.
swings a sword at Ren, missing completely.
Graddick's going for that MVP.
Yeah, yes.
It's
You
going to
have it.
take an axe swing at you.
Yeah.
Friends gonna go, that's all you got.
18.
Rocky style, all
hits.
like bloodied up.
Please take 13 slashing
Yeah.
and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at cons, so that's
Yeah, well, yeah. Super good. Super good.
Constitution saving throws.
Why can't I get the Constitution saving throw?
7.
Go.
Had to open your mouth, didn't you?
Your movement speed is going to be half next round as his axe
That's fine.
gouges
I
into
wasn't gonna move
part of your
anyway.
leg. And then it's going to follow that up with a sword attack.
Yeah.
It's got 2 more attacks here. I think it misses by itself. I only got a 2 plus modifier, so.
We're in danger.
Then the final attack we will do.
You can keep it on me.
Ren or
No,
Willow?
me.
Ren or Willow?
Me.
Ren or Willow?
She's already down.
Flip a coin?
No,
Evens or odds?
I think it's going to do it on Ren because you're
Yeah.
knocked prone. Or no, Willow
Willow?
because you're knocked prone. He's going to take it.
Because I won't fight.
23.
Misses.
I leveled up a lot.
When I went to bed, I leveled up.
You take another 15 slashing damage.
Got it.
That's not bad. We're still fine, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't need to stand up to heal. It's fine.
Yeah.
That is the end of the monsters go, at which point it is Ethan's turn. And Ethan, seeing Willow
Oh, no.
in trouble,
No. Don't do it, kid.
his eyes begin to glow with that silvery energy, and he runs forward next to you,
Gets beheaded.
channeling some sort of energy from himself. He's not. You can tell, Ren, as you're standing next to him, or Willow, as you're kind of looking up from the ground and see him. It's not intentional. He's clearly come to just try and help you. He's worried for you, but something is like channeling through him,
It's not.
and he casts Guardian of Faith.
Oh, nice. He's a cleric.
He is a cleric, like his family.
Imagine
Like my
that.
father before me.
Like my sisters before my sisters had it.
Guardian.
He casts Guardian of Faith in front of him.
I cast Spirit Guardians. He cast Guardian of
I
Faith.
didn't
Yeah.
think that's a great spell.
And yeah, that just drops in front of him, but within range of protecting all 3 of you.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
And that's the end of his go, which, because I don't think it immediately activates
No.
unless the monster moves.
Yeah.
So that's the end of his go, and then it is going to be Ashes at the top of the order.
All right. Ash, seeing this monstrosity, he lets out a loud hiss, and he just
And you scream.
no, he just and he just fires. What he's gonna do is he's actually gonna aim for the different hands to try to make it drop.
Okay.
Weapons.
You want to like try and knock specific weapons out of his hand? Which one do you want to?
I'm gonna go for the axe first. That is
axe,
on
okay.
my side.
Yep.
Oh, nope, that's a bad roll. That's only a 13. That's not gonna hit.
It does not.
I let that arrow loose. I let another arrow loose. That is a 25.
25 does hit.
All right, so let's roll this. I'm going to do the extra damage because he's within range of my compatriots. That's only going to be 8 total damage.
Okay. And I guess I'll try and make a strength saving throw to see if he can hold on to the weapon.
Yep.
What was the total attack roll?
20,
5.
25.
Okay. He fails. So I'm going to have him drop the axe.
Okay.
At least temporarily, it falls to the ground.
And I'm going to do my action surge, and I'm going to do another 2 attacks.
Okay.
I'm now going to take and aim for the sword that is on that
Yes,
side.
2 swords, I think.
Well, whichever one's...
Yeah, he has
The
2
one's on
swords on
his
my
side.
side.
Okay, so yeah, whichever one. I'm just going to fire
Okay.
at one
Yep.
initially. That's a 24.
Okay, I'll do the same thing.
Uh,
Nat 1, so he drops the sword.
nice.
Nice, dude.
Oh, actually, no, I should.
So you're piercing, your arrows are piercing like into his hands, we'll say, with enough power that it's causing pain, and he's dropped both of these weapons.
Okay, and that's
Hitting the target, guys. Hurry.
5 damage for that one, and
Okay,
I'm gonna
cool.
make another attack. I'm now gonna aim for the other sword, or actually, you know what? I'm gonna aim for that flail because
Aim
it's
for
up
the
in
flail.
the air.
Okay, yep, cool.
And that is another 24.
And we'll try and save that. He fails that as well.
All right,
He
and
dropped 3 of the 6 weapons.
and that's another 7 damage.
Okay, awesome, dude. So, Ash looses a couple of arrows, very precisely aimed into the hands of this creature, causing him to fumble 3 of the weapons. He did not like that, though, Ash. He knows where those came from. He is not happy.
Yeah, I'm good. I hissed at him. I'm just like, I'm right here.
Okay, which is going to make it Ben's go.
Ben is gonna do a little run and then leap off this rock and get attacked. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. You want me in acrobatics again for the leap, not so much for the climb of the little rock?
We'll waste our good rolls on bullshit.
I'm flavor.
So if you land it, I'll let you deal a little additional damage for the force of the jump down with your glaive.
And I am going to roll with advantage. Is that flank?
Because you're
You're flanking up.
I mean, not Willow. She's on the ground. But
I'm still here, guys.
13 plus 7 is 20 to hit.
20's a hit.
Oh,
Nice.
Only on Mondays. Sorry.
let's that is 1 for 8 damage.
do you re-roll ones?
I do reroll ones.
That's why I'm here.
Oh.
That's an 8.
Wow. Flip the table.
15 damage. Sorry.
15 total?
Yeah.
That's a lot better.
I will
That's a
use
sticky
my bonus action to second wind. So I will gain 11 hit points. And then I will also action surge and swing again.
We doing it, guys. We doing it.
That is 17 plus 7.
Is a hit.
Cool.
Dirty 23. 24.
That is a 10. So 17 did.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Finally starting to get some.
Batman is
So,
back.
I didn't let you roll for the increase.
Oh,
damage.
right.
Roll another d6.
Roll a d20.
Yeah.
That's 3.
Roll a
Nice.
d100.
So,
yeah.
in a flurry, Ben runs off to the side and lunges off one of these boulders and slashes down into the back of this creature. And as the creature pivots and attempts to see where it's coming from, Ben just unleashes another flurry of blows with his glaive, all of them striking purchase into the creature's the body, and it cries out in agony. It's still completely disoriented from losing 3 of the weapons. Now has somebody furiously slashing into his back. The spirit guardian appearing before him. Guardian of Faith, I mean.
Still paying attention to
Yeah.
the cat, I hope.
I feel like Ben just flies out and lands. He's and it's just everything's burned on his armor and clothing. He's just slowly smoldering. So angry. You fireballed me.
I think that makes it Ren's go.
Okay. Ren looks to her left and sees her brother not pay attention to her instructions. Then she sees him conjure the spell, and she's defeated because she's probably the weakest out of the family. And
Oh no!
being a cleric,
I was waiting for it. She's like, I suck.
I'm
Time
the
to
worst.
multi-class into barbarian. So that's fucked.
Oh god.
And I'm
Nothing
gonna
like a one-handed barbarian.
keep healing. That's 8 temporary hit points to those who lost them. And if you didn't lose any in the previous, your 12 can stay. So you don't have to adjust.
That's amazing. I'm gonna keep my 12.
I lost mine.
You don't say. How-
And then I'm gonna cast Bless on Benrith, Ash. Oh yeah, do you have the?
Yeah.
The D4, right?
It's a D4 to your attacks, and who else is attacks? I'll give it to Philomena.
Bless.
Yeah, so that's the 3 Benrith,
Do I
Ash,
even need to roll at this
Philomena.
point? Do I even need to roll at this point?
And that will be my turn. And I'm gonna stand my ground.
Okay, so you said Ben, Philomena, and Ash, right?
Yep.
Ben,
Hashtag
Ash.
blessed.
Hashtag murder cat.
Hashtag blessed. That's so good.
Oh, you should take a picture of that and just post that.
Hashtag blessed. With the prayer emoji.
Yeah.
Hashtag blessed.
Oh.
Cool. All good?
Yep.
Alright, so that's the end of Ren's go, which then would make it Gradic.
I am going to Firewall again. No.
Oh my god, you're like
more threats.
more of you group chat.
I can't.
You're like, guys, a lot of stuff has changed. You keep saying that.
It's just value.
Like, you can't use that to justify bad behavior. A lot of things have changed.
I'm gonna step back a little further, like towards.
Me. For the trees.
Yeah, just to kind of like in there.
Tuck in there more.
Yeah, just tuck in there more. And I'm just going to use Tasha's Hideous Laughter, and he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw of 14.
He's
Well, he
very wise.
fails.
Yeah, fall off the ground. Idiot.
He falls.
Now prone.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's the next turn.
And the ground rumbles.
Now what?
Such weight.
That holds until somebody attacks him, right?
Yeah.
He can't get up until somebody.
No, yeah, on his turn, he can make an attempt to
Right.
break it.
Okay.
No, I was just saying. I was saying if somebody attacks him,
Yeah,
he
if
gets a
somebody
chance.
attacks, it also has a chance.
But
to,
he also can't get up until his turn.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna sit there.
Laughing all.
Yeah. Keep telling jokes to myself.
Yeah.
Wish you had all them hands, don't you? Rubbing it in our faces, aren't you?
But nobody else
Funny
tells
now.
jokes too.
Hopefully it's not his turn next.
Philomena.
It is,
Then maybe then Maddie.
Yeah.
Okay, well at least 2 people
Philomena.
advantage on their
So,
physical self.
Do it to
I
a
have
Lars.
disadvantage on range stuff, though.
Yeah.
yeah, I already turned into
But he'll be
back planning before
Right.
that
Yeah.
happens, probably.
Right, he gets up, yeah.
Or I'll just have
Turn
to bring
to
the
eight.
scimitar out like I did last time.
I'm going to turn into an ape again.
Okay.
And can I attack him while he's down?
Yep.
As an ape?
Advantage. Oh, and she has bless too.
Hit this
That's a
mofo.
blessed ape right there.
Yeah, less than cheeks.
Okay,
With a hula hoop on his neck.
So those butt cheeks.
Nothing like
Okay,
a
so
hula
I have
hoop.
I have advantage. Then I'm going to with a rock.
Oh, she's going like
Bludgeon this.
I'm not around anymore. Oh, let me get your dice.
dice jail.
Difference then that's me.
That's a 7 to hit.
With both?
Are you subtracting?
Misses.
Oh, misses. Okay, so now I'm going to do a fist.
Fist to
Okay.
face style.
Those are going in dice jail.
Yep.
Um.
Come on. Come on.
Oh. So 19
Hits.
to hit, and then with my fist, that is 5 bludgeoning damage.
Cool. So
Just punch him when he's on the ground.
you attempt to smash into him with a boulder that you've picked up after transforming into an ape, but he's kind of rolling during all this chaos, and you miss. Then you just recalibrate and punch down at him, and you're able to punch right into his chest with a thud. Anything else you'd like to do, Philomena?
No, that's it.
Okay. Which is
Just
going to
gonna
make
go
it
grab another rock.
Willow's turn.
He gets a chance to. He took damage, so he gets to roll for his wisdom saving throw. Sorry, I'm trying to play.
Yep. And I think he passes because I have a dirty 18 without looking at his modifier.
Whatever.
You ain't laughing now.
So he stands up
Yeah.
automatically?
No.
No,
The spell,
Spell ends.
the spell ends, okay.
He's like, why am I laughing on the ground?
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, it's Willow.
Hi, Willow.
Can I stand up,
Also,
please?
You can stand up.
Oh.
That's your turn.
No, it's
I know. Imagine that.
What?
half your movement.
Yeah.
You were already half movement because you got kind of gutted by the axe.
No, that was
her.
me.
You
she's
took the mace.
slow.
You took
Yeah,
the mace.
she
to
took the
head.
mace to the head.
Yeah.
I took-
So you're gonna have disadvantage on attacks. That's
Okay.
what it was.
Yes.
She got the concussion.
She could
You're
cuss.
concussed.
It's
It's fine. You're like I'm always concussed.
I'm going to
We gotta keep her awake.
It's fine, guys. It's fine. I'm going to try to toll the dead on him.
Nope, don't
What?
roll.
No, what?
Roll for toll the dead. You roll.
Oh no, I know, but I want to roll for the spiritual weapon, but that wouldn't have disadvantage,
That
right?
wouldn't.
Technically, okay, so yeah. So he rolled.
I don't know. They're going crazy.
Who am I?
My head hurts.
They're talking now.
These clerics are out
She's
there.
concussed.
I hit my head. I forgot
There's
to play.
3 clerics now.
Fucking
She's
clerics.
concussed. She's concussed.
Yes,
It's her
roll a
character.
wisdom save of 15, please. Or actually below that, please.
Dirty 19.
Wow.
You are something.
He's really smart with that crystal he swallowed.
Yeah.
I like to.
Yeah, it's interesting that I'm passing like all the wisdom saves, but the strength checks that I have to make for keeping his weapons, he failed miserably. He's actually really smart and he's super weak. You can tell by the measure.
He gets like a sliver. Oh.
Yeah.
Move my spiritual weight.
He's Ren's old character.
It's arm back. He's just all legs.
Yes.
He's like, I was doing Sudokus.
22 to hit on my spiritual weapon.
22 hits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do that hits.
I'm gonna assume that hits, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, what am I doing? My brain, I'm concussed, guys.
Yeah.
Actually, or
I'm just kidding.
She's playing her part.
Yeah. I haven't actually hit with my spiritual weapon in a long time, and I forgot how to do it. Because I'm constantly doing this. This is the 8.
Theater of the mind.
What's your modifier?
Which is 7. Yeah. 9. 9 damage.
Ooh. 9 damage.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Did you roll to keep spirit guardians up?
Oh.
I thought it automatically broke concentration because I was passed out, does it not?
Oh, you weren't passed
You
out.
weren't passed
Oh,
out.
I was just knocked prone, so I can.
And you have
Concussion.
advantage on. That's 18.
That's an 18.
How much damage did you take on that one? Do you remember?
A lot. The very first one?
I think it was like 11 or something like that.
All right, you passed the first one. What was the damage on the second one?
Yeah.
It was like 15 or 12 or something. Oh, so it was the
11
same
was the
range.
second one.
All right, so roll again and with advantage.
So I'm supposed to be rolling with advantage?
And Rose, we reroll.
Yeah,
We
you
go
passed
back
both
to
of them, so
the
you're-
video.
Spirit guardians are still up.
Okay.
And I was like,
So
what
when
did
it
she
gets- when it's
actually
turn,
get?
It has to roll for
Sound
wisdom
like a
again.
comment.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll be right where we wrong.
We're good.
Okay.
So my spirit guardians are still. Okay. I assumed they just went down, so I just didn't.
House rules.
So
damage
he's gonna
is
stand
the same
up.
as after the fact.
His turn. So
You rolled a 15. I think it was more like a 12.
Gathering up his weapons. I think he has to make the wisdom save, right?
Yeah.
Now, is that an action to pick up the weapons
For
too?
what? What's
spirit
Oh,
guardians.
Spirit Guardians.
Yeah.
I got a dirty 18 again.
I don't really like this guy.
He is so smart.
Oh, that was good.
Ooh, that's
That's
half of 18, so he takes 9. Damn, I rolled 3 6s. That's never gonna happen again.
Wow.
It's the mark of.
number of the
6
beast?
The mark we're fighting.
It's his favorite number.
He feels
He
good now.
He gains health.
In that case. He transforms again.
Don't say
This isn't even my final form.
that.
He's another shark.
He's got a whole bag. He's like, look, guys.
I can go up.
Ashton's just gonna disappear.
Like
Just
hard
back-
candy with his little satchel.
She's got 20 arms poking up by the end of the session. We're all dead. We'll sit through it about a creature that's just arms and
So, as he stands up, the radiant energy from the Spirit Guardians seems to burn at him, and those who are closest see his eyes glow with that same blue energy that you saw in the mountain goat,
No, bully.
and he seems to combust with electrical energy.
Oh, great.
At which point,
you're about to bust.
Glad we're all right here.
Yeah, glad you guys. I stepped away. Oh, get my
I would like Ren, Philomena, and Graddick
I don't like
in a
that.
straight line.
Yep.
A lightning bolt surges out of his chest towards you.
Thankfully, it doesn't also come out his butt.
Please, all 3 of you make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes, that. Watch this.
But I'm
There-
Oh. Wow, there we go. That's nice.
12.
Yikes.
Well,
But I'm hashtag blessed.
1.
1. Do you
What
want
do
to
you
roll a
add?
bot for me?
What do you add bless rolls to? Could you?
Bless is D4 to attack or saving throw.
Also,
You
I
You can
did
add
D4.
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 She's like, I got D20.
Blessed.
14.
Roll a 9.
Is that the total?
9.
Plus 3.
He gets
plus
14.
2.
Okay.
13.
I rolled a 94 on the botch.
Wait. Okay.
Wow.
Oof.
Let's do this.
Wait, do we do a botch on saving throws?
You know, not really, but I kind of like it.
Okay.
Do a botch
He wants to give Alex the flavor.
Okay. Take 21, 21, and 21
No problem.
lightning damage. And I'm going to say that Ren, closest, you actually, the initial shock of the electric makes you take a step to your left, which is just enough for it to chain out. And I'm also going to make it hit Willow.
Oh,
It bounces to the next closest person.
Gotcha.
And Willow, you take... I'm going to let you make the dexterity saving throw as well to see if you take half.
Come on.
That's a 15.
You pass.
Ooh.
So,
Thanks.
please take only 6 light on your end.
Nice single digit.
It just statics. So again,
You have my
this energy bursts out of him and it chains in a straight line, basically through Ren into Philomena, then lastly into Graddock. But the initial shock just causes Ren to take a step to her side and then branches out and shoots to Willow. And that's just.
Now we all know how chain lightning works.
It was supposed to be narrative. I wasn't saying it like that because I thought you were too stupid to understand. Okay, and so that's going to be the end of the go because he took actions to stand up and pick up the weapon, so he's not really able to do anything.
I'm angry.
So,
The lightning energy was kind of more like a reactionary thing to being.
Nobody makes me
yeah.
bleed my own blood.
Yeah, exactly. So then it's Ethan who's not going to do anything. He's just tucked behind that spirit guardian. So it's Ash at the top of the order.
Spirit Guardian do anything?
When somebody moves, it triggers, but he hasn't moved. It says when he occupies it, when it moves into an unoccupied space near it, it like auto strikes. But all he did was stand up. He didn't move into a new occupied space, so it actually didn't proc.
So Ash is he sees him pick him back up, and he's gonna go for him again. He's gonna go for the flail this time and try to take it out. That's a 26. I'm gonna assume that hits. So
You have bless if you want to make sure it.
yeah, I'm gonna roll the bless as well just to make sure it's even higher. So that's gonna be a 28.
I probably should be making you roll at disadvantage if you want to shoot specific body parts, which I'm not doing. I'm just making you roll to hit.
Just make the
AC higher.
Yeah.
Usually they go up like.
Yeah.
Let's roll pretty high.
What did you just roll?
I rolled a 26, then I added 2. So I had
Okay,
28.
so you definitely hit him again. Even if I were to do that, that's.
And then you're gonna take.
His rolls have been all 20 plus since he started doing this.
I literally have been rolling.
Yeah.
I've rolled less than like a 15.
So how much damage is that?
Hey guys.
That's gonna be 15 damage right off the bat for that
Nice.
hand.
Okay.
Right off the rip.
And then I'm gonna aim for the.
Which weapon was that?
That was the flail.
Okay,
Take
so he
his-
drops the flail again.
I'm
Nobody
gonna
gets to keep that.
go for the axe this now.
Okay.
If they don't get hit, no.
Oh, that's a terrible roll. That's 12.
Okay.
Now,
So that
hold
misses.
on. Come on.
With a blast.
Give me a 4. That's a 3. So that's gonna be a 15.
So you miss.
Yeah.
It's like I said, you miss.
I assume that
You
hits.
can't hit everyone.
that's too bad.
So, so that's my turn, and I'm just gonna. I think I'm actually gonna shift around so that I've got partial cover. So I'm thinking, the backside. So I like behind that a little bit. Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Okay. I think makes Ben's turn.
All right, I'm gonna do some swangs. We're just gonna what's the line from signs? Whatever.
Bring life away.
Swing for the fences.
We have 19.
Is it hit?
Cool. That is 14 damage.
Okay.
You don't have advanced crit? Didn't you take like a fighter or something like that, or no?
That's only when he's hexed.
Oh, damn.
Stop.
And it wasn't a natural 19.
Oh, okay.
What about your
I'm
own?
trying. I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm going
I
to
rolled a
swing with the butt of my weapon. That is
Swing that butt.
Yep.
20.
Abe's like, I
20
can do that.
Okay.
Ruben.
And that is 10 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
So
And that'll.
Ben, as the creature stands back up from the ground, you're kind of immediately reminded again just how big it is as it gets back on its feet. And as it does so, it's kind of trying to reorient itself, pick up a few of the weapons, And upon picking up the weapons, it readies itself. You watch that electrical energy blast out, and immediately the flail is knocked back out of its hand by one of Ash's arrows. And as it's scrambling to catch the flail as it's dropping, you just strike it a couple times with your glaive. Let's see, Graddock.
Renifer.
Oh yeah, thank you, Ren. You're up.
Oh, good lord. Continuing to concentrate on bless. People are gonna have that, and then I'm gonna heal.
Thank God.
Who you
It is another 8 across the board if you need them. And
Do we keep the 12 or do we have to go back?
no,
Do you
you
want
can
them?
keep whatever.
I got it.
You keep whatever you have. If
Okay.
you lost them, you can get
Can you
6
lose
more.
yours?
Okay.
What?
Or-
You got hit with the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
So
It's not in addition to the ones I had. I just
Nope.
It wasn't enough damage to knock you out as well.
No,
Okay,
it wasn't.
right, okay.
No.
And that will be my turn. I'm just gonna keep healing.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
And he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw of 14.
What does that?
No, he's wise, man.
No. He got it like another 18 or 19.
Not 20.
No, it's
I mean-
funny.
Oh my god.
well,
This guy's
get
too-
that
Why is he so
Why? He can't. You need to do stuff
I
that's
don't
strength
want him to be
related.
this smart. I want him to be strong. That's why I picked the badass-looking mini with the 6 arms. I don't want him to be smart. I would have picked like the the Poindexter wizard-looking guy if I wanted to. Be
That'll fucking teach you.
yeah.
That guy would have been strong.
That guy
I'm going to use just gonna use
You'd been out.
Bardic Inspiration on
Albert.
Ash. And that's it.
Bardic Inspiration on Ash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
it's gonna
it.
hit.
You're right. He has
I
had
like it.
trouble hitting.
Yeah. So,
Listen, you give the ball to your best player.
Yeah.
can I do telekinetic
Yeah.
shove?
Now you just
as
jinxed
an
me.
8? I don't see why not, right?
Can you do telekinetic shove as
Yeah,
the
my action.
Do you have to cast? Do you have
Yeah, I
to
don't
say an incantation to do it?
No, it's cantrip.
But
You
what
can't
if it
cast
require-
any spell.
Yeah,
You
you
just can't
can't.
cast spells.
Is that, you need wild speech or whatever,
yeah,
right?
you're right.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Huh? I'm an 8, not a rat.
Is that what it's called? Wild speech? The feat that lets
okay,
you
so
talk as a
as-
I
animal.
think it's only certain.
Speak with animals.
Oh,
No, there's
So
there's
you
one
cast
that you
while you're.
can speak well wild shaped. I think it's called
Yes.
it's a feat called wild speech,
Okay.
and that lets you cast while you're wild shaped. But if you don't have it, you can't do it.
So I'm just it's fine. As the ape.
I don't know. Druids are dumb. She's so
Sarah's
bad.
so bad. What? Okay, now I'm gonna bring.
Dude, I only
4
play
other
fighter. I
apes.
think everyone's dumb.
it's okay. Just roll and assume that they hit.
Okay, so I'm
That's
gonna.
taking it back. That's it.
I play Dungeon Master. Actually, my class is Dungeon Master.
Okay, so I.
I play 2 classes: Dungeon Master and
This
Zaddy.
dude.
That's it.
Zaddy.
I knew you said. I don't know if you're asking me. You looked at me like you were asking me
I'm
something.
not asking you
Okay,
anything,
good.
all right?
Don't look at her.
She's like, can you guys just let me play?
He's the DM. 9, 10, 11, 12 to hit.
Okay, 12 does not
13,
hit.
sorry.
13 does not hit.
You're blessed as well.
Oh. So I need to roll
Come on,
a D4,
go for it.
right?
Go for it. Go for it. Get a 4. Get a 4. Get a 4. Get a 4.
No, I mean,
So 17, right?
17.
17 hits.
Yes. So now.
You're calling that plus.
Would she get
Thank you.
advantage?
they can.
And that is 6 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, she
per
probably
round.
would. You haven't even been rolling with advantage. If you want to
Oh,
try and get a
jeez.
crit here, you can. Come on.
Just place the 20 down.
Oh, wow.
20.
Yeah. If that got a 20,
it was so
That would
close.
have been.
That was me.
Literally one.
So he does.
That's a hit.
Yeah, that's it.
Did roll.
I did roll. I said 8 bludgeoning damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna do my fist.
Yeah.
Face to face to
Fist
attack.
to fist.
2 d20s and a 4 if you want.
Ooh. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I assume that hit. 23.
Dirty 23.
The
30.
16 hit, but the 23 does.
It's
Nice.
every other.
Yeah.
It's AC switches. It's 30 or 15.
Gravic's like, things are different.
You never figure these guys out. These weird switches.
That's a t-shirt.
That's-
Things are different.
That's
For
what you're
attack.
talking
Yep.
No, I think the things have changed. I forgot what you think.
6 bludgeoning damage.
6 points.
With
Very
my
nice.
fist.
Alright. Cool.
Suck it, nerds.
So the ape that you know to be Philomena sort of rears up and gets real tall, almost the size of this creature, and she slams a rock boulder into it and then punches him squarely in the chest, and he actually takes like a slight stumble backwards from the force.
Get
Let them fight.
This is King Kong versus Godzilla, straight up. All right. After Philomena is going to be Willow.
Too high. I'm staying at
Did you say
disadvantage,
to
right?
brave?
So too
No,
high.
that was for your next.
Oh, so it's just
Yeah,
one.
it was for your next turn.
Okay, so I'm fine now.
Yes,
Okay.
you could attack without.
So I am going to attempt to reach out and use vampiric touch on this guy,
Okay.
Get that.
and that is a 16
Oh.
plus 7, so a 23.
23 is a hit.
I think
I never rolled my damage for Dissonant Whispers that you need to take half of.
What was that?
You need to take half of the damage for Dissonant Whispers.
Why?
You resisted. You.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I never. Yeah,
I never rolled
okay.
him.
Yes, yeah.
He's gonna kill him, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
No, I want to roll my damage. 11.
So half,
16 half 8.
8. Okay. Cool.
That killed him.
She's like, and he's dead.
It did not, but the dissonant whispers are definitely adding to the confusion in his head, and there's just a lot of chaos
Yeah,
around
he's
him.
getting
He
hit
seems
from
very
arrows from
disoriented.
random places.
3, 4, 5 plus 5, so he takes 10 damage. And
You heal
that-
10?
I heal 5.
Oh yeah.
I heal
Okay.
half.
Nice.
So I go 5.
That's something.
And then my spiritual weapon will Arc.
Or Ethan didn't even get.
And that's an at
More
20.
than that 20.
Woo! So that'll be
I
8
tried for
That was
plus
7.
7.
This is the spiritual weapon.
Yes.
Nice.
2. 8 plus 7 plus 2, so 17.
Nice.
Hey, nice.
I
So-
did something, guys.
Did a thing.
Yay!
He feels the burning sensation of your vampiric touch as you lash onto him and actually sap some of his energy. He attempts to break away from you and step forward to engage with Ren and Philomena further. And as he does, your spiritual weapon just kind of floats in front of him and clunks him in the head.
Now he gets a concussion.
You can't take it there.
He's like, oh, I'm not gonna be as smart
it is actually his go now, so the timing of that is perfect. And he lunges forward at Ren
Is he gonna
and
make a wisdom? check?
Philomena. Well, what's the wisdom for?
Her spirit guardian.
Yes, and he also has to do one for the Guardian of
I
Faith.
couldn't think of the word.
because he's finally
Like this
moving
thing.
in front of the Guardian of Faith.
Okay.
So we'll do your Spirit Guardians first.
Okay.
I'm assuming he passes. It's a
See what I create a monster.
16. Is that
Damn, it's 15, so yeah.
okay? And then he has to do one for the Guardian of Faith.
We
That's
should have banned him.
that's only a 12.
Oh, half. It's half.
So he takes an automatic 20 radiant damage from the Guardian of Faith.
God dang.
Wait, what did you just do?
The Guardian, Ethan's Guardian of Faith, just hit him for 20 radiant
Oh
damage.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's taking half of my damage from my spirit guardians, which
Okay.
is 10, and so he takes 5.
Nice. Okay, so that's
Ow.
25 damage right there. Let's see.
Carry 2.
There are so many things happening. I'm like, well, what numbers now? I don't know.
Maths.
So many.
He lashes out with his. He's got 5 weapons because he never picked up the flail.
Yep.
So everything except for the flail. So he's gonna hack, I guess, first with the axe at Ren.
Oh, cool.
What?
Great.
I'm not inspired.
10.
10 misses.
Okay. Then he's gonna swing the mace at.
Ethan.
No. The mace at Philomena at the ape. That seems fitting. 18.
Okay.
So please take 17 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
That did not hit the 18 because I have. Never mind. Sorry. Take how many damage?
It-
Just keep going.
It did hit you or it didn't hit
No,
you?
it did.
It did hit me.
It
Sorry.
hit the ape.
It hit
Yeah.
me.
Yes. Okay.
Don't forget you have
So
temporary
take
hit points, though.
17 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and you have disadvantage on your next attacks because you're concussed. It was the mace.
Okay.
That mace, though.
I know.
Okay, and then
I
it's going to
gotta
strike with a
make him drop it.
sword at Ren.
Right.
Yep.
18.
18 hits.
Okay. Please take 14. Please take 19 slashing damage.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I have to try to see if I can keep
So I
my.
did axe, mace, sword.
What was that, 19?
Yes.
I drop Bless.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're all unblessed sinners.
Hashtag sinners.
Hashtag unblessed.
Hashtag.
You all feel slightly less.
Cancel symbol, then a prayer emoji. Unblessed. All right, and then it's going to do its other sword at Ren again.
Sure.
17.
17 misses.
Okay, and then lastly, his final axe, because that's two. Yeah, we did everything except for the flail, which we can't do.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, so that would be 5 attacks. Final axe is going to be at Philomena. And a 20, dirty 20. I'm assuming hits.
I guess not.
You'd be wrong, but you guys think
Assume it.
8. No, sorry. 9 slashing damage.
Okay, I'm back to filling
Mm-hmm.
You pop on it. Oh,
Just a girl in the world.
Ew.
That is the end of his go, which then makes it Ethan's turn. He just continues to stand behind the Guardian of Faith, which did just hit him for 20. So
Go get him, Ethan.
just he doesn't have active control over it. Just stands there like a sentry. Every time it moves, it swings. And
He just hides behind it.
Ash.
All right, so Ash is seeing that that mace is messing with people, so he's gonna take aim at that, and he's gonna try to make him drop that. Come on, rolls. That is only a 20.
Only a 20 hits.
He's aiming at a specific.
Oh, I see. Oh, you're shooting his hand again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you hit his. I'm gonna say you hit him. You hit him in his wrist, but not his hand.
Okay. So he's
Right
gonna
wrist
take
the wrong
damage
way.
though.
Right wrist the wrong
He's gonna take 8
In
damage.
other words, you're not gonna force him to drop the
He's
weapon.
gonna shoot
Okay.
his hand off.
I'm
You're not even
gonna.
gonna roll for it this time.
Okay, I'm gonna hit that hand again.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just.
try and hit the hand again.
I'm gonna try to take that weapon out.
Try.
That is nat 1.
Oh.
Give me a box
I'm
for that,
getting
'cause
shot.
that's an attack. So give me a box for that.
Taps. Firing off so many arrows.
That is a 51.
middle of the road.
Ash,
I just gave
you are just
inspiration.
loosing.
Yeah.
You are loosing
I
these
forgot
arrows
about
at
that.
him, and you're becoming such an annoyance. He actually hurls his one axe at you.
Hey, that's one way to get it out of his hands.
Does a
Into your
21 hit you?
chest.
I mean, yes.
That axe is as big as you are.
Buries into his
I know.
chest.
I do have. Oh, wait, hold on, hold on.
Oh,
I have partial cover. I specifically put myself
Coming from the guy that like, has been targeting
My
this guy's
armor
like,
class
fingers.
is 16. Partial cover will give me. Oh no, because it'll still be. Yeah, never mind.
So I got a 21.
Yeah,
I
it's still
did
hits.
17 now. Hit.
It's like a
Wait a second.
it's a 9 point. It's not a 9 point difference. It's like a huge difference.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah, I thought about it, and I was like, oh wait, no.
"Is this little rock protecting you?" The axe crashes and
Yeah.
cracks through the rock, burying into you, hitting you.
Ouch.
You're not gonna like this. For 20 slashing damage,
Yeah, it's okay.
It's the first time I got hit.
Yeah, and I had the 12.
and you have an
That's
axe
how that
embedded
feels.
into you.
Let's not complain.
Now-
Some of us.
Now you have an axe.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm keeping
And it's
that.
probably
I'm out.
He says that.
it's probably shiny.
Totally my axe. Yeah.
The size of half of your body, but sure.
Ain't getting it back.
That's not a
He's got-
two-handed axe. That's a three-handed axe.
He's got to come for it.
You need 2 hands, and you need one of your friends to help hold it too. All right.
Someone's mage hand.
Not
No jokes. No jokes. Keep your tongues at
Uh
bay.
huh. But hey,
I was just thinking
now we
this
can't
is
use it.
less than only
You can just give it to the 8.
so-
The giant axe goes to the 8.
yeah.
That monkey's got a gun.
Worth it. Worth it to distract him. I'll take that. I'll take that damage.
Oh boy. So that was on the botch roll, but that was the end of your turn.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then it's gonna be Granick. No, not Granick. I skipped Ben,
This team.
and I also skipped Ren.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Hit both of them.
I didn't skip them. I was about to skip them. It's
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Read
really
the
just
wrong
wants it to
name.
be Graddick's turn all the
I
time.
do. It's the way I have it written down here. I don't actually have it in.
Ben's just gonna move up and swing.
Swing away.
Simple guy, just gonna swing.
This thing.
So guys,
It's not blessed anymore. 17?
is it hit?
Sick.
That was exciting.
Yeah. Well, because he didn't believe in himself.
It's 8 plus 7 is 15.
15 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll do my backhand attack. That is 18.
Hits.
That's
Nice.
11.
Yes.
Yes.
Ben,
Oh.
you plunge your glaive into his back, deep. Retract it. You spin your glaive around, and you're going to backhand him with the pommel, but instead you decide differently and you slash down again with the bladed side of your glaive and just completely cleave his back open through the armor and everything. And he collapses
Get the
onto the
pistol.
ground.
Yeah.
Cut it out of him.
Just in front of the new shaped back to halfling form Philippines. And you are completely startled as this giant thing collapses in front of you. You're like, whoa, that was close. It almost lands on you.
My hair is just like
With his butt.
as he lands
And
something.
just barely, because even lying prone, to your point, he's so big in comparison to you. You can just barely see the crest of Ben's head holding his glaive behind you. Or behind him, rather.
Immediately, I'll run around and ask for help flipping him over.
Ash
Help me
comes.
roll this thing over.
Ash comes right over.
Yeah.
We got to get that shard.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna take my scimitar right out and just.
So he's heavy with, the combined strength of all of you guys. You can definitely flip him. I mean, you might not even need it.
I'm like,
Probably Ash and Ben, you probably could do it if you needed to. I mean, Graddock's right there too, right? So yeah, you guys roll this thing over,
Okay.
and
I'm gonna open him right up. I'm gonna
slice him right open. Okay.
He's
Chest
back
cavity.
into the crystal.
I'll be doing it too.
Yep. So you drive a knife or your scimitar.
I
or
didn't
what?
take my scimitar.
You
but how
drive
many
your
is
scimitar deep and just run it down the length of his chest cavity, cutting through what remained of his armor there. It had started to break apart from all the hits and all that, but slicing him open, and I'll save you some of the gory bits here.
No, don't.
you want the
I want
great
details.
He is more or less humanoid, so what you'd expect there through the cracking of his ribs and all that, and you're able to separate just some of the muscle tissue enough to reveal inside of his chest cavity where you think the stone would be, and you do indeed find the shining red illuminating from where he had swallowed it.
Can I pull it out with a mage hand?
With mage hand, yes, you can. So
was just gonna-
I'd like to follow
your mage
next.
hand that was unattached, I'm assuming from your hand, it kind of floats out.
Sort of like Neo taking the bullets out of Trinity. Just
Nice.
immediately looking.
Yeah. Scoops out the shard, and it's pulsing and kind of glowing with this red energy in a color that is very similar to what you remember the comet looked like. And now you kind of understand that, the luminosity of the comet, it makes sense that the shards would maintain some of that energy.
Do we just all have a glow of red on our faces?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
So Cask said that Ethan is the only person that's able to deal with this.
Swallow it, kid.
Force feed it. It's still covered in
Ethan has
bodily
experience.
fluids.
Eat it.
Just wipe off some of the or trial.
Ethan.
So Ethan is going to reluctantly kind of step forward. The Guardian of Faith has dissipated, by the way, and he kind of reluctantly steps forward upon Ren calling to him, watching all this unfold. It's just kind of floating in the mage hand. And what do you
I'll have the mage hand lower
it to
his
him?
level.
Okay. Do you want to say?
I don't want to put it up in his face, but at least put it at a make that.
Do you think you could do something with this?
So Ethan again reluctantly kind of reaches out and he grabs the shard from the mage hand and he pulls it in, and you're all kind of huddled around. You're looking, and this red glow is kind of illuminating his face as he's staring deeply into it. And after just a second, the light begins to subside in the stone, as if he holds some sort of power over it to contain it. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Oh.
I didn't even get to see if I could take this this mace.
Oh my!
We can come
Or the
back. to
flail.
that.
I want to give everyone disadvantage.
I would like everyone to benchmark level up.
Oh.
Wow. Let's get it. Wow. Let's roll some hit points. We'll go around the table. We always re-roll ones. That's the nice thing to do. You want to start on this side? John, you okay with that?
Yeah,
Start this side.
Okay. John, what are you taking a level in?
I'm gonna stay in cleric
Okay, what's your hit dice?
because I got to catch up to the rest of my family.
Just
D8.
okay. So you're rolling a d8. What do you get?
A 2.
Okay, 2. Sorry, not great, but
That's
it is
okay.
what it is. Hopefully, the new spell slot will make up for the.
But I have a really high constitution, so I'm actually going up 5.
Okay, thank you for saying that out loud. Yes, that's helpful. So you get 5 hit points all day. Love it. All right, Willow. It was a big roll. You're taking a cleric again?
Yeah, I don't know anything about multi-classing, but maybe I'll look into it for next time.
For
So,
next time.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right. That's an 8, baby.
go.
Hell yeah. Plus your con modifier.
Plus my con, which is 9, 10, 11.
Awesome.
Woo!
You just got beefy.
Yeah.
She's like, where's that flail at?
Yeah. Give me that foil.
All right, Ash, what you doing?
Ooh, this is a toughie. I can either take another level of rogue and be a level 2 rogue and a level 5 fighter, or I take level 6 for fighter.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm gonna do the level 2
Barbarian.
for rogue. Yes,
He's like,
yes. I'm just gonna rage now. I'm just gonna oh.
Do you want to think about it for one more second? You're holding up play here.
Yeah. Go on and
Braddock, do you know what you want to do?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm still sticking.
Bard?
Yes.
Okay, and what's your hit die? For Bard? D8, okay.
So 2.
Plus your con modifier.
Yeah, it's a solid 3. Whatever.
Oh.
I was lucky with my earlier ones. I'll take
Plus
it.
3 hit points. Ben, what we doing?
Ben is going to do another level of Warlock.
Cool.
Nice.
Interesting. Okay.
D8. Gonna get some interesting stuff. Gonna switch out some spells. Gonna have 2 Eldritch Blasts.
It's pretty cool, guys.
And I rolled a 7.
Good for you, buddy. Plus your con
Plus-
modifier, what'd you get?
2. So
All
9.
right. 9 all day. Love it. Philomena.
Enough
What that ape do?
What we got? Yeah, what that ape do, girl?
That
What
ape
we got going
booty
on?
gets bigger.
She doing squats.
7.
All right.
8, 9, 10,
That's
11.
druid, level of druid?
Yeah.
Okay.
11.
3.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Ash. Bring up the rear. Still deciding. And in the next episode, we'll tell you what Ash did.
We find out.
I mean, if you really want to think about it, that's fine. But I kind of
because
still
it also
because I got to change the hit die.
yeah, it's going to change the hit die, and it might also go with a conversation that we're having off.
All right, we'll hold off on
This
that.
guy-
But if you forget to roll at the beginning of next episode for your don't roll. You got to do
Well,
your hit die on camera.
We will do
We're
it.
going to start the session with that.
Yes,
Okay.
100%.
And me getting a flail.
Yeah.
Okay. As always, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate you viewing
Hashtag
and taking the time to enjoy our content. If you do enjoy it, please like and subscribe because it really helps out what we do on our end and it encourages us to make more content for you in the future. Until next time, bye-bye. Thank
Stay
you.
fresh cheese bag.
Love you.
Adios.
Hydra.
Bye bye.
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 Bye. Bye.